Okay, we'll start with the session. Other people can join in as and when. Santosh, Paromita, if it is possible for you, please come on the camera. Okay. Hello, Dr. Parul. Am I audible and visible to you? Okay, let's start. So, I welcome you all in today's workshop where we'll be understanding how marriage and relationships work and what is our role in our marriages, in our relationships. Also, we will find out how do we contribute to the kind of partner we are attracting in our life. What is that subconscious language which allows us to be with a certain kind of partner? What is that binding force which pushes us to stay in a relationship even if we don't wish to? What is it that doesn't allow people to enter in our lives? Allow the right people to enter in our lives or allow the toxic people to leave from our lives? It is very easy to put the blame on the other person that, my partner is a narcissistic, or my mother in law is very abusive, or someone in my family is very dominant, and that is why all these complications are happening. And it is very easy to do that because when we blame someone, we make that other person a perpetrator, that this person is responsible for our misery, for our unhappiness, and we become the victim. And when we become the victim, we get sympathy from certain people, which we misunderstand as love. And that keeps us in this loop. So, what is our definition of love? What does love means to us? Do we even know what love is? And how do we feel when we are loved? Or have we ever felt that we are loved? So when I started, I'll start share something with of mine with you before we begin this. So when I started my journey, I was very low in self-worth. Like I used to feel that all the problems in my relationship is because of my partner. And whenever the fight will happen, I will conclude the fight by saying, okay, it's all my fault. You are right. Although I would not feel it, but in order to conclude the fight, I will always say that you are right, you are perfectly right. All mistakes are mine. So this was my language. And then when I reflected, when I started the inner work, I realized that I didn't know what love is. And today I want you to answer the question, what love means to you. So take some time and answer this question, what love means to you. Take the pen and paper and write down what love means to you. And it's okay, Supra. Whatever you have thought about love, I want you to write it down. Yes, Dr. Parul, just write it down, journal it, okay? And then I'll come to each one of you. But what love means to you? And let me know when you are done. And if any one of you would like to share it, the more we will be open and communicative, I will be able to answer your queries at a more customized and individual level. So please know that this is a safe space. And the recordings, even if I monetize it later on, the person is also going to ensure that it will remain safe. Okay, so I have pinned my video, so your recordings will not be available, your face will not be visible. Okay, so don't worry about that. Yeah, anyone? Yeah, Payal, please go ahead. Payal, you are not audible. You're not audible. Okay. Anyone else till the time Payal is getting her audios checked? Yes, Dr. Parul, please go ahead.
I think being seen and accepted the way I am, and like being appreciated and loved for being that person without wanting to change me.
And Dr. Parul, I would like you to close your eyes first. Okay? And see this person from whom you want this, that you want to be seen, accepted, and appreciated for who you are. And who is this person for you?
Husband.
Husband. Okay. And when you don't get what you desire from your husband, how does it make you feel?
Like I'm somehow not good enough, and like I keep thinking that somewhere I'm only wrong, that, you know, I'm not good enough. I always get that feeling.
And I want you to write down, Dr. Parul, in your paper, I am not good enough. Okay? And I'll come back to you. Thank you. Yes. Anyone else who would like to share? Payal, would you like to go
Yeah.
first? Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Perfectly well.
So, yeah. So, for me, it came as acceptance.
Okay. And acceptance.
That's it.
Okay. And now, Payal, I want you to close your eyes and see from whom you want this acceptance. The person from whom you want this acceptance.
It's coming as me, myself. So, if I accept myself the way I am, then I feel loved. And mm, so, can I share an experience?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, it's been a last few months that I am experiencing two states. One is what I label as being state. So when I am in that being state, I feel as if I am an embodiment of love.
Okay.
And that's where I'm just flowing. I love myself and I love my partner. And whether they're giving me anything, they're not giving me anything, it does not matter. I am in that state of flow. And when something gets triggered and I'm yet not able to pinpoint that, and when I move into my ego state, that's where things begin, that whatever friction comes in, and at that point in time I can have that friction with anybody to everybody.
Okay.
So it's my state which shifts.
Okay.
And then the reflection is outside.
Okay.
So that's where I feel it's more about me and not about anybody else.
Okay. So, Payal, I want you to close your eyes once, okay?
Yes.
Close your eyes and just breathe in your body. Just stay connected with your body and find out the part of the body where you are embodying, where you are in that being state. Which side of the body is it? Which part of the body is it? And
It's
the left side, right side, where it is?
left.
Your left?
Yes, my left.
Okay. The left side is of the body is that being side, right? Where you are
Yes.
embodying and feeling this love.
Yes.
And where is the ego side, where the friction happens and things get triggered? Where is it in your body?
It's this arm, and
Hmm.
I can say from this breast side, it's like this triangle kind of.
Okay. The right torso, right?
Yeah, right torso and this right arm.
Mhm. Okay. And when I breathe in this right torso and right arm of mine, just breathe into it and allow it to speak. And what would it say?
That I have not been loved by my father.
Yeah. And I want you to stay with this statement, Payal. Okay? I want you to stay with this statement. This might come as a surprising statement to you as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone else? Yes, Neha, please go ahead.
Yeah, so Payal, when you asked me this question, I was very puzzled. Like nothing came instantly to me, like what is love means to you.
Yeah.
So when I thought a little bit, only thing that came to my mind is like what love is. Any person who accept both positive and negative, or both understood my both the sides, not just one side. Like if I'm positive, negative should not be there. That should, yeah. So this is the only thing came to my mind.
Hmm. And now close your eyes, Neha, and see from whom do you seek this understanding and acceptance? Who is the first person who comes to you?
From my husband.
Okay. And
From my husband.
when you visualize your husband, okay, and you do not get what you truly desire, this acceptance, this understanding, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel puzzled because few parts of me, like he understands very well. The rest part I don't know. Like many times we have discussed, but still the result didn't show up. It's all the same.
Okay, and when you say this word possessed,
Hmm.
what does it mean to you?
More like a confusion, or I don't know. I mean, I'm very much like clueless, wordless here.
Hmm.
Trying, but nothing is coming up.
And don't force it, just let it be, okay? Just let it flow. And I want you to breathe into this confusion, this cluelessness, and find out where in your body it is.
Right here in my chest.
Right ear and chest.
Sorry,
And
right here in my chest.
right in my chest. Where? In
Yeah.
chest, left side, center, right side? Where?
Center.
Okay. And now breathe into the center of your chest. Just breathe into it. And as you breathe into it, just feel the sensations. What are the sensations here?
Some burning sensation, like something is burning.
And just breathe into this burning sensation and see if this burning sensation could speak. What would it say? if this sensation could speak, if it had a words of its own, if it had a mouth and it could speak, what would it say?
I need everything uh, to be
I need everything to
To-
be
understood. More
from,
precisely from my husband.
just breathe into this sensation and let the word flow. If it is husband, then also it is fine. I need everything to be understood from
My husband. I am just feeling that I am rotating. I don't know what
I
is
am.
it. I'm feeling as if I'm rotating. I'm just on some, yeah.
And I
It's
want
very
you,
weird.
Neha, just rotate. Okay, just keep on rotating. And at one point of time, you will feel that you can pause. And the moment you pause, there is a door right in front of you. And the person from whom you need this acceptance and understanding is standing right outside this door. Mentally open the door and see whose face comes in.
I think I can still see my husband only.
Look into his
Uh,
eyes and see.
Mhm.
Just look into his eyes and see whether it is your husband's eyes or someone else.
Maybe my father. I'm not able to like clearly see who's there. I just
Just
can
breathe into your
visualize
body
someone
and
is there.
yeah, just breathe into your body. Take your time. There is no rush. We all will hold the space for you. Okay. So just breathe into your body and just focus on the eyes of the person and see if it is your husband or your father, whosoever it is.
Maybe my father, because that's the more predominant thing coming to my mind.
So I want you to stay with this. Okay. And just open your eyes, deep breathe. Okay. And say, I need everything to be understood from husband/father. Just write it down. Okay. This will be very revealing for you as well, Neha. Okay. Supra, Paromita, Santosh, would any one of you like?
Yes, yes. Can I say?
Yeah, Supra, go ahead.
The ability to be, no, this, can I say?
Who is it?
Hello?
Is
Can I
it
speak?
Is
Parvata.
okay, yes,
Parvata.
Paromita. Supra, I'll just get
The
back to you.
ability to be soft when things are hard. That's it.
Ability to be soft when things
When
are
things
hard.
are hard. Yes.
And Paromita, I want you to close your
Mother.
eyes.
Yeah, I done that. Mother.
Mother. And now I want you to see and check, is it your mother's feelings or is it your feelings from your mother?
It is, um,
Just breathe in your body. Feel this, the ability to be soft when things are hard.
it is her feelings in me.
Yes. And Paromita, I want you to breathe into these feelings which you are carrying for your mother.
Yep.
And see which part of the body it is.
Back and chest.
Back and chest, which part? Entire back, upper, middle,
Upper.
upper back,
upper.
upper chest.
Hanji.
And also see, Paromita, when you breathe into your upper back and upper chest, is it on more predominant on the left side or on the right side?
Center.
Okay, center. Okay. So I want you to make a note, Paromita, that these are my mother's feelings.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Supra.
I don't know what love is, but what really felt was like my freedom. yesterday I happened to get the past life regression done for myself.
Yeah.
And what was revealed, I mean, it was hypnotherapy, and I was shocked. So I was killed at the age of 35.
Mhm.
This it was in London, and my body was left there only. I was into among foreign ministers, you can call them, and this is 1800 century. I couldn't recollect this year, which year, but if I go back, my mother died in that life, and what happened after that, my then father, he married the caretaker. So I was from a very filthy rich family in that life. And post that, I was given away to another family. They also did not have a single kid. So they
When
adopted
you were
me.
given away, what
Mhm.
age were you?
That was 12.
Okay. Okay.
And so I was very happy and very cheerful there.
Mhm.
So the problem is I was too independent in that life and filthy rich, and I did not care for anybody. I did not even marry then. I died with this thought in that life that money is evil because people were hired to kill me in that life. So though the cords have been cut from that life, but the scars still remain. So I have been born in this life, and now I don't have that freedom. I do what people ask me to do, and my parents are very strict. I'm born in a very conservative Orthodox family. So, if you see, I've written also that what love for me is my freedom to do what I want to do.
Mm.
And why I got this past life regression done was because I had a lot of fear around earning money. Though I'm qualified, but I still have that fear somewhere, that maybe I can't do it. Because I died with this intention that money is evil. So, because of that reason only, I was killed in that life. So, I don't know what is happening. And I'm exactly at the age, like I'm 37 now. So, as per Western astrology, what happens around 37 and 57, especially around 37, your life takes a turn. Like you are inclined towards your life goal, your karmic path. So, it has hit me very hard. I I think for relationships, I can say that I'm carrying so many things from my past life because um, I keep on pushing everyone away from me. That is happening a lot.
I'll pause you here, Supra. Understand, we all have multiple parts. And sorry, I'm deviating from the topic, but since it has been showed in the session, so I will suggest few things to you. And to this is for everyone. So that we have multiple past lives. Okay?
Right.
And we are born in different life forms, not
Right.
only in humans, through animals, through different insects, birds, different varieties of plants, right? We are born in each form of life,
Right.
right? Now, certain past lives have a deep impact on this current life, while
Okay.
other past lives will not.
And
What
why?
is the reason? What is the reason?
Um, I don't.
Because the past life which will have a deep impact is one, it will depend on your soul's journey. Certain lessons which might have been incompleted during that life, this life needs to complete that. So that
Right.
past life could be activated. Okay, reason one. Reason two, the activation of that past life is also a hook. There is an inner hook in me which activates certain life, which does not activate certain life. It holds true exactly same for generational trauma as well. Okay, in generational trauma, what happened is that we have multiple ancestors, right?
Right.
Right? We have our parents, then their siblings, then their parents, forefathers, grandfathers, great-great-grandfathers, and so many of them. And in this family line, we include all the people who are not related to us by blood, but who had contributed to the family in a significant way, or where we have contributed to an outsider in a significant way. Okay? Anywhere where the karmas are intertwined, that person is included in the family system and we are included in their family system. But why certain people from our lineage have an effect on our life and the other people do not have, other ancestors do not have? The reason is again that hook. Something in my childhood, and the hook is always an inner child, and therefore inner child is the biggest resistance as well as the resource. What is inner child? Inner child could be anything from my past. Even Supra of 10 minutes ago is an inner child for this Supra. The Supra
Right.
at 5:31. Okay? Now, this inner child, so especially when it comes to the womb memories and the growing up years, majorly till 10 years of age. Uske baad bhi, after that also there is an inner child, okay? Inner child issues tab bhi honge, but before 10 years of age and the womb memories, they are most powerful. And the experiences, the beliefs formed during that time acts as a magnet through which you will be attracting the impact of certain past lives or certain generational curses or certain generational patterns. Okay? So for
Right.
the moment, since this workshop is about relationship, okay, and you had done that past life for money, so I will not bring it here. Although I have so many questions, but then it will divert the group, okay? So when it comes to marriage, when it comes to relationship, and in any relationship, whether it is friendship, whether it is companionship, whether it is sibling, whether it is a parent or child, whether it is a intimate relationship, a sexual relationship, or with partner or your husband or wife, with your spouse, any relationship, right?
Can I ask you a question for this?
Yeah.
So, even though I am not disturbing anybody in my life, I stay in my own cocoon, I don't talk to anybody, I'm busy in my own work, improving myself. Why do people still want to hurt me? And, it seems like they kind of want to take revenge on me. That,
And
we will
that
put
is
you down.
that is where I'm coming. I want you to figure your inner language. Okay. So just close your eyes, Supra. I will be doing a different exercise for you. Just close your eyes and visualize yourself surrounded by people who truly love you, who accepts you, who gives you the freedom to live the life you want to live.
There's nobody.
And believe that there are people and see what happens to your body. And when you say that there is nobody, how does it make you feel? Because you say it with a smile that there is nobody. How does it make you feel when there is nobody?
Alone.
Alone. And what is the benefit of being alone, Supra? What is the benefit of not having anybody in your life who can love you, who can give you the freedom to live your life the way you want to? What is the benefit?
No insult.
And when I'm not insulted, what happens then?
I feel accepted.
I feel accepted. And this is your irony, Supra. That when there is nobody in my life, then there is no person who can hurt me, who can insult me. And in this way, I feel accepted. And From whom do you want this acceptance, Supra? Let the first person come to you.
Myself.
And just look into the eyes. Look into the eyes. And see whose eyes is this.
Mine.
And what do you want the acceptance for?
The way I am.
And who stops you from giving this acceptance when you are the person who has to give this acceptance to you?
People around me.
And who are these people?
My father, my husband, my mother, my brother. Everyone.
Okay. And who has the most power? Who can break you?
My father.
Yeah. I want you to open your eyes and write down. Christina, Supra, just open your eyes and write down. Christina, we have just started. If you wish, you can join and you can come over mic and share your feelings or your experiences. So if you would like to continue, it's not midway, we have just started. Let me know, I will share the exercise with you, okay? Okay. Santosh?
Sure, I'm just trying to join. Am I audible? Like
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
Yeah, but the video is not very clear for me. I don't know, it is.
Is it my video? Is it not clear to you?
Yes, I think my network has some issues.
Okay.
That is,
So I would leave it to you. If you would like to work live, we can do that. Otherwise, you can take the recordings and then we can answer your questions. Okay?
is this session getting recorded as
Yes,
well?
it is getting recorded. I will be sharing the recording link by tomorrow morning, and then I will keep the group 48 hours for 48 hours open for all kinds of questions and experiences.
Okay, but I feel I will try to, be there for a while if I can listen.
Yes, you can.
If I'm able to.
Yeah. So my video is not of a big concern. If you can hear my voice, that is fine. So the question which I had given to the group
I
is,
hope I have not, because I'm not able to follow anything.
no, it's
now.
okay. I'm going to have certain sharing. So Christina, the question which I gave to the group was, what does love mean to you? Take some moments and write down what does love mean to you, and then I'll come back to you. Okay?
Okay.
Santosh, would you like to share?
Yes, ma'am. So what I have written is that love means that expressing affection towards someone I attracted to.
So Santosh, when you say that expressing affection, so affection, what do you mean by affection here?
Affection, care. I mean, I'm caring about the person, showing that affection by caring.
So for you, love means when you express your care and concern and affection for the other person, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Santosh, I want you to pause here and reflect. That does love mean only giving to you? What about receiving?
No, it is
love?
also it is also receiving both. But when I was writing, I just written as that love is something I gave to somebody. In that perspective, I wrote in the statement.
And Santosh, now I want you to reflect on your life and see the people whom you love. Are you able to receive love from them? Or you just give love to them? Are you able to receive love from them?
people in my life, current
Yes, yes.
people.
The people in your life from whom you expect love, are you able to receive love from them? Or are you just giving love to them?
Either way, it is not happening actually.
Mhm.
So I expect love, and they maybe between my parents and myself, like I expect love, and they also expect some kind of like maybe
I'm not talking
love,
about them.
but
I'm talking about you. What is your experience of love?
no, it was not. I'm not receiving the love.
Yes. So write down, I am not receiving love. And
Okay.
now breathe into this sentence, I am not receiving love because.
Because I don't have any answer.
No, it will come to you if you will just look inside. And it could be painful, and that is okay. We all are wounded. I could not receive love because. And what comes to you?
No, ma'am. I couldn't get any reason to that.
Okay. So simply write down, I could not receive love. Okay, fine. Christina, have you written your answer? We'll just go with your sharing and then we'll start with the exercises.
I have not written, but I can answer. Like,
Yes.
what does love mean to you, right?
Hmm.
For me, love means respect and responsibility towards each other.
Hmm.
And if you ask me whether I'm getting it from the people whom I love, yes. From parents, definitely yes. From friends, definitely yes, the close ones. But from partner, no, not at
Hmm.
all. And yeah, so
Okay. So I
that is
pause you here, Christina, and just close your eyes and for one moment, find out the person from whom you want respect and responsibility in the form of love. Who is that one person from whom you want this respect and responsibility in the form of love?
my partner, definitely.
Yeah. And when your partner does not give you this love which you crave from him, how does it make you feel?
Yeah, it used to feel bad, but now I'm kind of used to it, so
I
I
want
don't
you
feel
to,
it bad.
so this is where you have numbed it out. I want you to just be honest with your feelings and say, it doesn't make me, it doesn't affect me, or it does affect me. Even if you are used to it, does it affect you or does it not affect you?
It does affect me.
And how does it affect you?
It affects me now. Like, yeah, I feel that like if it should be there so that to lead a very fulfilling life.
And when you say that it should be there to live a fulfilling life, how does it help you when it is not there?
I'm sorry, I did not get you.
So I will just reframe the question. When you say that it should be there to live a fulfilling life,
Yeah.
okay, what happens when it is not there?
A part of your life gets impacted.
Hmm.
Your as you know, four quadrants: self, career, society, and family. So in the family thing, your partner also plays a very important role, maybe one of the most important roles. So that gets impacted, and that way you are also impacted.
What
Not that your
happens when your
entire life
family is
gets impacted.
impacted? Christina, without going through the societal definitions, just trust yourself and answer. Know that it is a safe space. That what happens when you do not get that fulfillment from your partner and your family life is impacted and you get impacted? What is the worst part of that?
Mm, yeah, you will feel like one part is missing.
And I want you to breathe in your body and see which part it is impacted and then a part of you is missing. What is it?
You mean body part or something?
Yeah, just breathe into your body. Just stay
Yeah.
connected with your body and see where is this missing feeling? Where is this feeling which is missing? Something is missing in your life. Where in your body is this?
Heart, maybe?
Heart. And just breathe into this heart. Breathe into this missing feeling. And if this missing feeling could speak, if it had words to say, what would it say?
Mm.
Do not think,
I,
just answer.
I don't know, nothing is coming up in the mind.
It will not come in the mind, it will just flow from you. If you will not logicalize the process, then your body will speak, and just breathe into your body and see if this missing feeling, if this acute void which you feel in your life, if this could speak, what would it say?
Maybe help?
Help. And who want this help?
Who hasn't?
Who wants this help? Who is crying for this help?
Me only, right?
Okay. And I'm crying for this help because
To lead an overall fulfilled life.
okay. And who can help me? The first person which comes to you, who can help me?
I myself.
Yes. So, Christina, I want you to note down, I myself can help you. Okay? It may not make sense right now, but just stay with the process, trust the process. Okay, everyone? So, this exercise which you had done was to find out what is your inner language of love, what is the biggest block which is not allowing you to receive the love the way you want to. So in case of Parul, she is not there. So I'm just mentioning it so that she gets it in the recording that I am not good enough. Okay? And this, if you also get this feeling that I am not good enough, know that okay, Parul is here. So I will wait for her to connect to that. Hi, Parul. Can you hear me? Hi. Okay. So I was just discussing about the exercise. So we have done the first part of the exercise, and the first part of the exercise was intended to find out what is your inner language of love and what is the block which does not allow you to receive the love the way you want to. And your core sentence was, I am not good enough.
Yes.
Right? And Parul, I want you to just reflect. When did you realize that you are not good enough? Who made you realize that you're not good enough? The first time, the very first time in this life.
I can't tell clearly, but the stronger one would be my mother.
Yes. So Parul, when I will do the next set of exercise, you will be visualizing your mom
Okay.
and doing that exercise. Okay? Payal, in your case, I guess you know the answer that I am not loved by my father. I'm not being loved by my father. So in your case, the exercise would be directed towards the father.
Okay. Can I ask one question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
When you were right now saying to Parul that who made you realize you're not good enough, immediately my Chachaji's face came in. So I don't know.
Okay, so Payal, was your sentence, am I not good? Am I good not? Or do you feel that I'm not good enough?
Yeah, somewhere there is a feeling.
And this Chachaji is from your father's side,
Yes,
right?
younger brother.
Yeah. So again, the hook is from the father, right? Because Chachaji can only influence me when there is my father.
Yeah, I don't feel that. Matlab, there is a feeling that he didn't protect me enough.
Yes. Your father didn't protect you enough, right?
Yes, yes.
So that's what I'm saying that, and then when we'll be doing the intergenerational part, then you might bring your Chachaji. That will be the third step of the exercise.
Okay.
Okay. So for this exercise, you just concentrate on your father.
Okay.
Okay. Neha, in your case also, it is your father, right?
Okay. So one thing I want to ask, like during all these things you were speaking to everyone, one thing that just came to my mind is like injustice, that word.
Yeah.
I don't know from where it is coming, but it is coming. And when I could reflect to my past, there was one teacher, and I could only connect to her for some injustice that I was the only person who stood by that injustice. Like, no, this is wrong. Like,
How
it
old
was
were
a very
you
big
then,
sin.
Neha?
I think I was in 6th or 7th standard.
Okay.
I'll just briefly tell you what happened. So, one of my fellow classmates go to her for tuitions, and she gave some questions like this will come in the exam. And she was my friend. She told me. So I felt that is wrong. So I stood up. I told to my head mistress and everyone that this is wrong and this is something is not acceptable, because we all are preparing for the exam. Someone should not get answers like questions like this. So it was a big mess. And after that, things were very difficult for me, at least for like 1 or 2 months. But yeah, I don't know. But that was coming to me, so I told you. I don't know it's relatable or not.
It could be and it could not be. Okay, this is definitely an inner child issue where you feel that injustice is there, that even though you were right, you were treated badly.
Yeah.
If this definition comes in your relationship often, that even though I'm right, I'm treated wrongly, if you feel this
It comes.
injustice, then
Yes,
you
it
will
comes.
be, you just take a note of it. When we'll be releasing these exercise, then I will ask you to do it. Okay?
Okay, so what should I write? Like, I
Just
feel
this
injustice.
incident, and that
Okay.
even though I'm right, I feel that people
Mhm.
wronged me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Paromita, in your case, again, it will be your mother. Okay? So when we do
Yes,
this
yes, I'm
exercise,
here.
yeah, when we do
Yep.
this exercise, I will guide you through the process. You do this with your mother. Okay?
Done.
And Supra, in your case, there are multiple people, right? My father, my husband, my mother, my brother. Okay?
Right.
In your case, I would ask you to stick to your mother and father both as of now. Okay, there are multiple layers here, But as of now, for this exercise, stick to your mother and father. Okay? Santosh, in your case, I would ask you to stick to your mom. Okay? So for this exercise, when I'm guiding you through the process, visualize your mom. Okay? Christina, in your case, I want you, so this might be sounding little strange to you, but I want you to bring both of your parents at first. Okay?
Actually, I'm feeling a bit lost, okay, like since I joined very late, right? So I'm just not able to understand the exercise. You asked the questions and I just abruptly answered.
And that
But
is
I'm
fine.
I'm just not like able to understand the exercise itself. So
I have not explained the exercise, so I'm just saying when it comes, when I will be guiding you through the next exercise, and I'll be asking you to bring the person. In that case, each one of you will bring the respective person. So in your case, I
this
want you to bring both of your parents.
okay, but I just wanted to know, like, since the questions that you asked me had no context regarding the parents, so that is the reason I want to know specifically why
Okay.
parents were asked, or whether mother or whether father should have been selected. So I'm little lost here.
So that is a part of my study. So that will give you a theoretical explanation. But since you asked, I will give you as briefly as possible. So understand, Christina, and this is for everyone, that we have come from our mother and our father. Okay? Now, the way we receive anything, whether it is love, health, happiness, friendships, money, anything which is received, which is needed to live a fulfilled life, that comes from mother. And therefore, in your internal landscape, it is very important to heal the relationship with your mother. I guess this is probably your first experience, but other people who might have experienced it in one form or the other, they would tell you that how, even though on the surface level the relationship is very different, but their felt sensation is absolutely opposite when it comes to see their parents and receive love from them. Okay? And when it comes to all the things which is needed to move out in the world, when it comes to giving, when it comes to, showing up your true form and being vulnerable and being confident and knowing that this person will love me, even if they don't, I'm okay. All these things comes from the father. But majorly relationships, marriage, partners, all of it comes from mother. And for those people who have seen their fathers, that father figure is also representing how our mother felt for our fathers. Because as a child, we are connected to our mothers just because we have spent our life, or we have initiated the life in her womb. So even in, for example, in Payal's case or Neha's case, they have seen their father. It is at surface level, it is father, but at a deeper level, I see, as a child, I see my father from my mother's lens. So in these cases, the layers will be at two levels. First, I will see my father as a human, and then I will dissolve the lens which I have carried from my mom to see what love means to me. Okay? So that is why parents, in your case, since you said that I myself can help, so you as an adult can help yourself. The person who is seeking help, which is also a part of you, is that inner child of yours. And that inner child will, in all probabilities, is appearing because she might have a broken connection with father or mother. And since we don't know the episode and you couldn't say anyone particularly, your parents. That is why I'm asking you to bring both of your parents. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, let's start with the exercise. Sit back. Take a back rest. If you're sitting on the bed, ensure that there is a space behind your knees. Okay? If you're sitting on a chair, then also ensure that there is a space behind and between your knees. Keep your hands on your thighs, palm facing upwards. And do not worry how the catharsis happens, how you experience intense emotions. Let it all flow, let it all release. It would be good if you can all come on camera so that I can see and check how it is going for you. If not, that is okay too. Hands on your thighs, palm facing upwards, space between and behind your knees, back rested, mouth slightly open. Inhale and exhale. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. And as you inhale and exhale, become aware of your breath. Your breath moving from your nostrils towards your forehead, towards the back of your head, filling your crown. Feel your breath on your entire face, your neck, your throat. Feel your breath on your shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrist, palm, and fingers. Keep on inhaling and exhaling as your focus shifts towards your chest. Feel it. Feel the sensations as your lung expands and contracts. Become aware of your breath. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. As you inhale and exhale, become aware of your upper abdomen. Feel the sensations in your upper abdomen, your lower abdomen. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. And as you keep on inhaling and exhaling, become aware of your back, your upper back, your middle back, and lower back. Inhale and exhale as your focus moves towards your genitals, your pelvic floor. Keep on inhaling and exhaling as you focus towards your thighs, the back of your thighs, your knees, your shin bone and calf muscles, your ankles, the feet, the sole of your feet, and your toe. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. And as you keep on inhaling and exhaling, I want you to visualize yourself on a beach. Feel yourself standing on the beach. The wet sand touching your feet, the sole of your feet. You can hear the sound of the sea, the waves crashing, the salt in the air. And keep on inhaling and exhaling as this water, as this big, majestic ocean calms you, allows you to be in tune with your body, and slowly and gradually take steps towards the sea. In 3 steps, you will be reaching the point where waves can touch your feet, wash it, and go. Stay here, feel this for some moments. And as you keep on feeling, I want you to feel how disappointed you are from your life, how disappointed you are when you are not loved. I want you to feel this pain of not being loved, not being seen, accepted, or appreciated, not being understood, not having the freedom to do what you wish for, not having anyone from whom you can receive love, not experiencing the respect and the responsibilities that goes with love. I want you to feel this pain of not feeling this love from the relationships you want, from the people whom you deeply love and yet not being responded back. Just feel this pain. Let this pain rise. How does it feel? And as this pain goes intense, I want you to reflect on all the moments where you were hurt, cheated, disappointed, not being accepted, not being appreciated, not being loved, not being seen, not being heard from the person whom you expected this from. It could be your partner, it could be your intimate relationships, it could be anyone. But I want you to let those events flash in front of your eyes and let this pain rise. Feel this intense pain in your body. This deep pain of not being loved. And as you feel this pain, I want you to bring this person, bring that concerned person. It could be your father, it could be your mother, it could be you, both of them. I want you to bring them on that seashore. See them that they are standing at a distance and you feel this pain. And as they come near to you, see how your body feels. Let all that pain get intensified with each step that person takes towards you. They are standing at a distance of 3 steps. And now I want you to open your heart and say all those things which you could never say to them. Tell them how deeply you are hurt. Tell them all the pain which you are feeling. Tell them how unseen, unappreciated, unacknowledged you feel in your current relationships. Tell them how you feel that you are not good enough, how you are not feeling loved, how you need to be understood and accepted, but you don't get that. Narrate the incidents if you feel like. But I want you to be truly vulnerable and have a heart-to-heart conversation with them. All the times when you were wronged, all the times when people misunderstood you, all the times when your efforts were not acknowledged. All the times when you expected love, concern, respect, care, and you did not get it. I want you to share all the disappointments, whatever event flashes, whatever pain comes, I want you to acknowledge and speak it up. Speak it up in front of this person. Allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to yawn. Allow yourself to express and release. Do not hold yourself back. All the comments which people have told you or which they have made you feel that you're not good enough, you have done everything wrong, this is your fault, all the times. All of it, I want you to say it to them. All the times, the person who is standing in front of you, whether it's your father, your mom, or your both of them, all the times when they have disappointed you, speak up. Speak your heart out. Do not hold yourself back. And as you say this, see that pain, the pain which you were feeling in your body, that intense pain moving out of your body and going towards them. See it. Inhale and focus on that pain and exhale and breathe out that pain and let it go to that person. Breathe it out. Inhale and exhale and breathe out all that pain which you are feeling, which you are carrying in your life. It will take some moments. And as you keep on inhaling and exhaling and breathing out and giving that pain to them, knowing that this pain will not increase their pain, just breathe it out. Take some moments and breathe it out. I will count till 10. And with each inhalation, you breathe into your body, take that pain, and with each exhalation, breathe it out from your body and give it to them. See if there is any resistance from your end. Just notice, become aware of it if any resistance comes in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Inhale, exhale. 6. Inhale, exhale. 7. Inhale, exhale. 8. Inhale, exhale. 9. Inhale and exhale. 10. Inhale, exhale. And see how does it feel in your body now. And now I want you to tell this person that since I could not have your love, whether it's your dad, it's your mom, or both of them, tell them, since I could not have your love, I chose to carry your pain. I chose to carry all your feelings so that I can experience the love the way you have. And in this way, I stay loyal to you. In this way, I stay connected to you. And this is how I show my love to you. But now I realize that even though I carried this pain on your behalf, I showed you the love by carrying your pain. It never made it easy for you. Instead, I made it worse for you because I was adding to your pain. And today I realize that how wrong it was, how inappropriate it was, because I could not lessen your pain. The only way I could lessen your pain or add happiness to your life was when I allowed myself to be loved. I know you are my father, you are my mother, and the only thing which you would truly want is to see me happy. And I can be happy when I feel loved. And this love starts from you. Today, as I dissolve all the forms of love through which I was carrying you in my life, I just want the love to remain. And see, as you bare your heart and you dissolve all the forms of love through which you were carrying your parents, through which you were carrying their stories, see your parents, your father or your mother, whosoever it is, who see this person allowing you to feel the love the way you wish to. Feel that fulfillment in your relationships. Feel that love, that respect, that acceptance, that acknowledgement, and that appreciation in your relationship. Feel that freedom in your relationship. and see them giving it to you. Visualize a light coming from the center of the chest towards you, the light which contains the purest form of love. And see it entering to your body and expanding in all the directions in your body. Keep on inhaling, and as you inhale, you see that energy of pure love coming from that person to you. And as you exhale, this energy expands in your body. Give it a form, a size, a shape, or a color. And let it come to you and expand in your body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and let the energy come. And exhale and let it settle in each and every cell of your body. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. Keep on inhaling and exhaling. Feel that energy of pure love, the love which you are seeking from everyone else, the love which defines you and the way you define love. Let it come to you. And as you keep on inhaling and exhaling, as you feel yourself empowered with this love, I want you to bring the person from whom you seek this love. It could be your partner, it could be you yourself, whosoever it is. From that one person from whom you seek this love, for now, just bring one person. And you can repeat this exercise for multiple people there. Right now, the first person from whom you desperately needed this kind of love, bring that person in the picture. And now see them from this embodied state. See them from this empowered love you carry within you. And when you see them, tell them, thank you. Thank you for not loving me the way I wanted to. Because in that way, you kept showing me which I didn't want to see. And now when I have seen this, when I have seen what was blocking me, I free you to replicate these patterns in my life. I free you from doing all the toxicity, not loving me the way I wanted to, being hurtful. I free you from that responsibility. Because now I can feel that love inside me. And now, this partner, this person from whom you expected love, visualize a cord connecting you and that person. It could be your partner, it could be you yourself. Visualize a cord connecting you and your partner or that person from whom you expected love. And in this cord, see all the disappointments, all the hatred, all the moments of disrespect, hurt, betrayal, the unacknowledgement, the unappreciation, the insults, all of it. See it in this cord. Take some moment and fill this cord with all the toxic patterns, all the dysfunctionalities which you have experienced with this person. And slowly bring a big pair of scissors and cut this cord as close to you as possible. And when you have cut that cord from your end, move to that person and cut the cord from their body as close as possible. And then take this cord and send it to the divine. You can also put it in fire. Lit a fire, a golden fire, and put this cord inside that fire. And as that fire burns that dysfunctionalities and toxicities, I want you to look at this person once again. How does it feel now when you look at this person? Does something changes? Does something shifts? And now, see your parent, your father, your mother, or both of them coming and standing behind you. Feel their strength, their love, moving from their body to yours from behind. And as you receive that love from them, and you feel yourself an embodiment of pure love from your parents. Now see this person who is standing right in front of you. It could be your partner or the person from whom you expected love. See them from a new lens. And see how does it feel in your body. And tell them you are free. You don't have to replicate my inner beliefs about love. You're free to love me the way I wish to receive love from you. You don't have to repeat anything. And as you say that, breathe into this picture for some time and come back to the here and now. Let me know when you are here. You can raise your hands, virtual hands, once you are here. Drink some water if you would like. If the experience was very emotional for you, I would suggest take some walk in the room and then come and sit. Just do some movements and then come and sit. Let me know who are here and who are willing to share. Yes, Neha, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Neha, I can. How was your experience? What happened?
Yeah. Whatever, so many things that means I got so many flashbacks. Like everything, whatever happened, everything came like a story to me. Like this is happening now, this is happening, and when you told just step into the water, so that experience was uh, what I can say. I felt like I was just going down and down and down. At a point, I felt like I'm just drowning.
Mhm.
And when we just move forward with the exercise, then slowly, steadily, I just started feeling better and better and better. And I felt really good. That's all I can say. It was such a nice feeling. When I came back, it was really good.
Okay, so Neha, I have few questions for you. Were you able to release all of it to your father? Were you able to?
Yeah, whatever that major events was there, yes, it came to me.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and I just feel some tightness and something in my body. Then when we just move forward, it was like I'm releasing. I felt much more relaxed.
Mhm.
Uh, I was, yeah, I was feeling good that time. Yeah.
Okay, and when I asked you to bring that person, in your case, it was your partner, so that were you able to see your partner? Were you
Yes, yes,
able
I
to
could say.
disconnect that cord, the
Yes.
dysfunctionality?
Yes, yes, yes. Even I could recollect where, at what point, and what things he didn't give me, which I yearned from him. And not only that injustice and that understanding part, even somewhere I felt that he didn't have that confidence in me. Like, okay, she can do that. So even that part came to me, and yes, all that things that I've burned, that now it's over. Whatever there inside me, I will live according to that.
Yeah. And now
Yes,
I
good.
want you to reflect on the third part of this second exercise where I asked your father, in your case, it was your father, so your father to support you from behind and
Mhm,
feel that love from him and then
mhm.
see your partner. Did your lens shifted for your partner?
Okay, so what image came to me now? It was very surprising. I just felt like myself as a glass, and all the love na, it was coming like I have lot of nerves, and that pink some fluid was just flowing inside my body. So love was almost every time it was there, but some events came and I felt disconnected with my father. So it was just like on and off, on and off. It is
Okay.
still there, but then when all that release happened, then I could easily see that okay, I'm crystal clear and their love is flowing inside me. So I don't know, but this is the first image came to my mind.
Yeah. So I want you to, Neha, now do this ritual. Okay. When you bring your father, okay, you can note it down as well, or you can come back to this recording. You bring your father in front of you and pour your heart out. All the times when you have felt that you were not loved, when you were not only by him, but from all the other people, even if it is coming from even if some unpleasant incident from your in-laws happens, okay, whatever shows up, just say it to him and see it releasing from your body.
Any incident to my father?
Yes.
Uh,
All the hurt,
okay.
all the things which you have experienced in your life, okay?
Okay.
Bring your father and
Okay.
say it to him. And
Okay.
let that hurt go to him on his feet. And that sea water will wash it away. Okay? It will go out from your body. It will touch his feet, and then sea water will wash it away. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And once you feel that it is clear, you don't have to recall all the incidents, whatever comes naturally to you.
Okay. Okay.
And release it from your body, and the sea water will wash it away from your father's feet as well. Okay? And then you bring your father behind your back and feel his love coming from behind to you, strengthening your spine.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Feel that love. And then bring your partner and see him from this loved state. You do this for at least 21 days and see if anything starts shifting in the way you look at him or in your relationship, or maybe the felt sensation, maybe something which bothered you earlier, they may not start bothering you. You may like look at him from a different perspective altogether. So do it for 21 days. Once you feel that shift has happened with father and with your husband, then you gradually can bring your mother.
Okay.
Okay? Because the lens from which you're seeing your father is your mother's lens.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? So this will take a lot of time.
Yeah.
But if
Okay,
you're not working one-on-one, this exercise will help you in the longer run.
Okay, so do I need to go through all like this 20-30 minute exercise, or just I need to visualize whatever you said, like father at my back and husband
No, this
in
entire
front of me?
exercise, first it has to release from your body. Understand that your
Okay.
body is a vessel, okay? It has now all the hurt inside it.
Okay.
You have to remove the hurt, then only love can enter. If you will just remove the hurt, it will be an empty space. And all the other things will start spreading. So you have to remove the hurt. जैसे हम दिवाली की सफाई करते हैं ना, क्या करते हैं? पहले
Yeah.
कचरा निकालते हैं, पहले पुराना सामान निकालते हैं, फिर उसे क्लीन करके फिर नया सामान रखते हैं. खाली जगह ज्यादा दिन छोड़ते तो वो वहां पर फैल जाता है सामान. वैसा ही होगा बॉडी में भी. Okay? If you will just leave it empty, if you will just release and it will not fill it, all the other things will start spreading.
Yeah, true,
You have
true.
to
It will
release it,
happen.
and then you have to embody yourself with that love, and then you will see. Because what is happening, like in the previous workshop as well, I said that this is a case of double displacement when where your husband is reflecting your father.
Yeah. Yes, true, true. It is happening.
So when you will start seeing your father as a separate person, your husband, and you will cut the cord and you will free him from the responsibility of replicating your father, what will happen is that he will be freed from this responsibility. And then he can be your partner, and then you can receive love from him as a partner. This is a complicated process, but till the time you cannot hire one-on-one help, do this ritual. If you do it sincerely, you may not even require one-on-one help.
Okay. So one thing just I want to ask it. So in this case, okay, I know now that whatever is there inside me, I need to reflect it, and that's how I will receive love. But somewhere things happen with my husband, and it hurts me or it makes me feel bad. Then
Those incidents needs to be processed separately, Neha.
okay.
Okay, those incidents needs to be processed separately. That you cannot do without one-on-one help. And that is why I said till the time you receive one-on-one help, you do this process, at least on the surface level, you will feel a calmness, a stillness inside you, a peace inside you, because you are getting the love from the source, from your father. And the more you receive it from your father, the more your husband will become free to do the same. Okay, so and then certain incidents need to be processed separately.
Yeah, process in the sense
Then we have to go to that incident. So that will happen on one-on-one setting, that we have to go to that incident. We have to feel that frozenness. Suppose koi jhagda hua and you are not able to say something to him, and it was deeply hurt. It is deeply inside your body, and whenever such things come up, it triggers something inside you. Right? We have to go to that frozen state. We have to release it from there. We have to put an ending there, a desired ending, so that it stops affecting. Okay? But we cannot go directly to that place.
Yeah.
Okay? We cannot go directly to that adult self, adult Neha, who was married and experienced certain things. क्योंकि वो जो feeling आई वो भी तो बचपन से ही आ रही थी ना. वो injustice की feeling तो बचपन से ही मेरे अंदर थी.
Yeah, that injustice, yeah.
Understood. So वो trigger हो रहा
That
है.
is the only thing coming again and again.
Yes.
Yeah.
तो वो trigger हो रहा है बार बार. तो मुझे पहले उसे root से हटाना होगा. उसके बाद जो सिम्टोमैटिक है वो मैं बहुत इजीली क्लियर कर लूंगी. अगर मैं सिम्टम्स पे अभी ध्यान दूंगी ना, तो एक जगह से मैंने दवाई लगाई, दूसरी जगह वो इरप्ट हो जाएगा. Understood. So what I'm explaining to you is that you have to go to that root. Since your husband is replicating your father, you mend your relationship with your father. The more you mend it in your internal landscape, the more you receive it from him, वो root level पे release होता जाएगा.
Yeah.
Understood?
Understood. Yeah.
You go back to this part of the recording and understand the exercise and do it on a regular basis. But consistency is the key. एक दो बार करने से नहीं होगा. वो बहुत फील करके करना होगा. जैसे आज फील हुआ ना, बॉडी से रिलीज हो रहा है, एम्प्टी हो रही है, वो चीज फील होगी, वो बार बार होगी, तब जाके वो क्लियर होगा. Okay? Okay. Anyone else who would like to share? Yes, Parul.
I'll take one.
Parumita, your
I have
voice
done
is
this around 100 to 100.
cracking. Parumita, your voice is cracking. I can't hear you.
Can you hear?
No, it's not clear. There is a lot of background
अभी
noise.
आवाज आ रही है?
नहीं, आवाज आ रही है, but background noise बहुत ज्यादा है. Okay. In the meantime,
Hello, अभी आ रही है?
नहीं, Parumita, again there is a background noise. I would suggest that
Hello?
either you
Can you
log
hear
in.
me?
I can hear you, but there is a lot of background noise, so I can't hear you clearly. Parumita, I would suggest that log out and log in again and see if it helps. Yes, Dr. Parul. Dr. Parul, are you there?
Can I go next?
Yeah,
Can
yes,
I go next?
yes, please go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So I was in between patients. So I don't know if I did the complete exercise. I was there till you when we were on the beach, and then I could see my father, my mother, my brother also. And when you asked me to bring all that on the surface, and I really let all that anger out, and I could see like all the teachers from whom I felt insulted, all my, past uh, like intimate relationships also. Like I could really just release the anger, and I got like 100 burps. I think that was a release.
Yeah.
And then I could do the light exercise also. I could just see them as as souls with their set of hurt, and I forgive them because with empathy I could forgive them. But I could not do the fire exercise because I couldn't hear you. So maybe I'll see the recording and do it again. But
The
if you
fire
could just tell me
exercise
what
was
it
to be
was.
done with the partner.
Okay, and then hear you like
Yeah. But were you able to
yeah.
release all of it?
I was. In fact, like my head is also slightly heavy. I think I'll have to do it again, but it was
Yes.
quite a
So,
release.
Dr. Parul, I
Yes.
would suggest that you do this exercise once again and do it properly and see if any resistance shows up. Okay? Because
So there's always a resistance, like because I keep doing this inner work. First resistance is that I'm unable to tell clearly where this break in love comes from my father or from my mother. I feel it
and it
from
could be
both.
from both.
Yeah. And like with my husband now, I feel very indifferent from him. Even if you want me to do an activity with him, I just like can't really imagine him. I'm unable to feel that connect with him
So, Dr. Parul,
currently.
I have few questions for you. Tell me, was there any sibling who died or who
Yeah.
was miscarried or aborted?
Yeah, there was a sibling who died.
So probably it is, and was it before you?
Yeah, right before me. And I
That
was
is the
conceived.
reason. That is the reason of the indifference. It is coming from your womb memory. Until and unless you address that part,
Okay.
until and unless you address that break, when you say that break is itself in the womb itself.
I've done therapy, like one-on-one also, and we've addressed that, but maybe we need to do it again.
Yeah, maybe it is at a deeper level. And have you
The
done,
disconnect
have
that
you
I'm
included
feeling,
that sibling in your family system? Was that
uh,
part done?
I was just asked to do like make a shrine and just honor him.
No, so that work is incomplete probably. One, they have
Okay.
to be included in the family system. Second, and more important, is that the mother and the father had to acknowledge that dead siblings' existence. Was that done?
No.
Until and unless that was done, that work is incomplete.
Okay. So that would be one-on-one work.
Yes, that would be one-on-one work. And I guess there are probably somehow I sense that there are multiple attachment traumas, which is attachment trauma is when you not only in the womb, that is in utero, ex utero as well,
Okay.
wherein maybe your parents were willing to do everything for you, but somehow as a child you were not seen, or were you forced to, or were you an ambitious child that you have to be the first in the class and the best in the
Yeah, I
world?
was trying to do all of that. I became a doctor, I think, to please my
So Parul,
parents.
you
I
are
was trying
not
to do
you are not only living your life, you are also living the life on behalf of your dead sibling.
maybe. Okay.
And probably
So
that
what
is the
can I do?
reason why you are not feeling seen, accepted, appreciated. Because that life remained unseen, unacknowledged, and unappreciated.
So I have to separate my
Yes. So I guess one-on-one
existence
work
from.
will really help you.
Okay.
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 because it will come into three parts. One, it will be honoring their fate. Second, it will be acknowledging them in the family system, and that could only happen when your parents grieve that child in your inner landscape. They don't have to do the work. You will be doing that work, where in your inner landscape, your parents would be accepting that part, so that that sibling of yours, find a place in the system, and then you are free to live your life. So it will happen in three layers.
Got it.
And then we have to do the womb regeneration work. That will help you a lot, I guess. That will really help you. Womb regeneration work.
Regeneration.
Yeah. So first
Okay, thank
there
you.
will be womb regression, and then second part, womb regeneration.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Do the exercise, Dr. Parul, and share your experience in the WhatsApp group so that I can help you better.
I will do that. I will do the exercise again. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Payal, you wanted to go ahead?
So, when you said,
I can't hear you, Payal. Your voice is very far.
hello, can you
Yeah.
hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, I can.
So, I could release the pain. It came up from the navel region deep, and it just, and I felt as if there is a wheel here, and as if वो thread जा रहा है, एक 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 धीरे धीरे धीरे, जब आप कह रहे थे release करो, तो एक एक thread जा रहा था. So I had to take the whole wheel out and just give it to them. And when you said allow the light to come in, the light came in, and then that light just वो पूरी body में expand कर गई. But after that I just dozed off, I don't know, or went into deep trance. So after that I couldn't hear.
I could see that too. So when such things happen, Payal, there is a resistance.
Okay.
Okay. So sleep can be understood as a resistance and as a resource. So in your case, I would like to ask, do you feel insomnia? Do you experience insomnia, or can you sleep peacefully?
I can. I sleep
In
very well.
that case, sleep is a resistance for you. Okay. It is that I'm not allowing myself to accept this love and channelize this love in all my relationships. That is where the resistance came, right?
No, the light came in, it expanded as well.
But the second part of that exercise was when you bring your person from whom you want to experience that relationship, that love, that connection.
That was me myself.
So were you able to channelize that love? Were you able to see yourself from this embodied sense of love? Were you
नहीं,
able to
वो
cut the
उससे पहले ही-
dysfunction?
नहीं, उससे पहले ही मैं ट्रांस में चली गई थी. जो वो लाइट आई, it was so much for me that I went into trance. It was that after that I stopped listening.
Yeah, that is what I said, that you are resisting yourself. You are blocking yourself to see yourself from that light.
Okay.
Right? Remember, you said that, this acceptance from me, myself.
Right.
Right? And you are not allowing yourself to accept. Now, does it make sense to you?
Right.
Okay. So, the two states which you said, one is of embodiment and the other is from that ego. And now, since that ego state got that love and it was merging into that embodiment, I refuse to see myself from that embodied state. The resistance is coming in. And second part, when you said that there is a wheel and the threads are going very slowly, in all probabilities, it is not only belonging to your father, but all the people who came before him. It is coming from the generational part, which needs to be addressed. Because अगर कोई चीज रिलीज नहीं हो रही, उस पर्सन तक नहीं जा रही है, इसका मतलब वो उस पर्सन के आगे भी कई लोगों को बिलोंग करती है. It is not, we have not found
नहीं,
it.
रिलीज हो रही थी, कंटिन्यूअसली जा रहा था. तो इट वाज लाइक कि मेरे को लगा कि अच्छा, इट इज टेकिंग टू मच टाइम, एंड व्हेन आई फोकस्ड ऑन इट, इट वाज लाइक कि एक व्हील है और उसमें से वो थ्रेड से जा रहा है, लेकिन वो बहुत स्लो स्पीड से, एज इफ जैसे कोई चीज रिसती है ना, अगर पानी रिस रहा हो, तो देन व्हाट आई फेल्ट वाज कि अच्छा, उस व्हील को पूरा निकाल दो. So I know कि वो इस joint पे था and मैंने उस पूरे wheel को निकाला. It came out and then I just surrendered. So it went.
Okay.
I'm still feeling some, I can say the vacuum or something in my belly, the lower belly. I'm still sensing something as if it's still getting out.
So I would suggest Payal do the exercise again.
Okay.
Let's see if you are able to complete it or not.
Okay.
Because
I'll do.
ultimately you wanted that acceptance from yourself. And
Right.
if you cannot embody and see that from yourself,
Right.
then that means there is a resistance. There is something which is hindering.
ठीक है. So can I do it tonight as well? Because
Yes,
आज
you
किया है
can.
तो.
हाँ हाँ कर सकते हो. थोड़ा ब्रेक लेके करना and maybe again वापस से बहुत overpowering हो तो खाने के बीच में gap हो, so that you know when you cry
तो रात
you
में
don't
सोने से
puke.
पहले कर सकते हैं?
हाँ हाँ कर सकते हो, but then journal it out वरना भूल जाओगे.
Okay.
करने के बाद journal कर लेना and ensure that when you do these somatic exercises there is a gap of at least 2-3 hours after your meal.
Okay.
So that you don't puke or vomit. Because कई बार बहुत तेज रोना आता है तो वो vomiting हो जाती है.
ठीक है.
Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Christina.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So I had a good experience actually, and I could relate to it so much because the thing is like, yeah, the entire exercise you mentioned, right? You are in the beach and you're feeling all the vulnerabilities and all the issues, and it was like a recall back to everything that I had experienced,
Yeah.
all the pain and the toxicity and everything during my most vulnerable times, maybe 1 or 2 years back. So it all came right there. And then you ask the parents to come and stand behind, plus also tell them what you went through and what all you have experienced. So this in real, I have also done many a times. I have told how I felt and all that. And sometimes I feel bad also telling them because, at this age, I do not want to burden them with like my burden, because it's always very sad for parents to see the pain of their children, and that is what I didn't want to do. But anyway, still, when I again opened myself out, it kind of felt like a relief. And when you asked the other person, as in my case the partner, to come in front and next time, like meet him with another with a sense of lot of love in myself, which I have received from my parents who are standing as rock behind me. And then when I did that cord cutting thing, and when I met this person, you know the very thing you mentioned, right? Like I was thanking that person, that thank you for not letting me for not loving me the way I wanted to and all that. I could really resonate, and I could feel a sense of relief.
Yeah.
Okay. The cord cutting thing, I could feel a sense of relief, and also I could sense a kind of maybe power is too strong a word, but something similar, like, okay, something which I really wanted desperately in my most vulnerable times from you, which I did not receive, I now have it in myself anyways. So, it felt very good. Also, one that cord cutting thing, I could, I noticed, or, I particularly noticed that you kind of asked us to cut it very close to our body, maybe because that cord had all the toxicities and the hatred, so that we can let go of it to the maximum possible extent. But I was very surprised when you even asked to cut the cord very close to the other person, so that even that person is relieved of, everything toxic, right? So yeah, maybe that makes that was very good. So yeah, this exercise, I just wanted to know, like, maybe I'll go through the recording again so that I can do it even more properly. Can we do it regularly, or like
Yes, you can do it every day once.
okay, any particular time or anything?
No, not just take care of the meal
'Cause-
timings, that
okay.
it does not come very closer to your meal time. There is at least 2-3 hours gap.
Okay, okay, because only in the first go itself, like today, I felt very good. Okay, and one main thing why I am very impacted specifically here, I could resonate to my situation absolutely. Plus, my parents were impacted very badly because they had to bear the brunt of my husband's toxicity. Not only I was the one who faced it, unfortunately, during my most vulnerable times, I was down on health bedridden to be precise. They were the one who bore the brunt because he came out totally, like, all his grievances were on them. And these people who maybe not have experienced all this or very surprised or shocked, they also were very, very disturbed, like not only because of me, because of the injustice towards them at this
Right.
age. Both of them are senior citizens, not like you can't say very good health and all. So when you set them to be, the pillar of strength behind me, I felt very good to see them also empowered, because I will always feel like, okay, I am a single child, parents are old, how long they will, support me, rather I should support them. I kind of feel sad for myself and for them. With this exercise, I could see them empowered and they supporting me. So that was very good. One thing I
Christina, I
wanted
will
to
just
ask,
pause you here and I will say certain thing. One thing, remember, when you see your parents at a disempowered state, at a weaker state because of their age or because of their health issue, you are actually reversing the flow of love. The flow of love should always be from the parent to the child. They have come before you, they are bigger than you. So they can only give to you. Yes, when they get older, you can take care of certain things which they can't do on their own. But in no way you are bigger than them. So the more you embody that my parents are bigger, I am smaller, I am going to receive it from them. And if you feel that they are weaker, see their parents standing behind them and they getting that empowerment from their parents, and then they are passing on to you.
okay, yeah.
Never reverse
Okay.
the order.
Okay, and same goes for me and my child as well.
Yes, your child will receive from you no matter what. Even if you cannot, even if she sees you or he sees you in a difficult state, still you are the mother. And just tell me honestly that even if you go through all the toxicities, will you ever want your child to take care of you?
No.
You will still
No.
stand as a rock, right, for that child.
Yeah, true.
The same applies for your parents. That no
Yeah,
matter
exactly.
wherever they are, what health condition, how old they are your parents. You have come through them. And in no way you
Yes.
can support them. You can only be supported by them. And when you get that support, you can give that support to your child as well. Then irrespective of your
Okay.
family circumstances.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot for this. One of the first, I think the first participant, you had discussed something and you mentioned specifically about the metaphor, the Diwali cleaning thing.
Yeah.
What exactly was that? I
So
somehow
this is
couldn't
a
follow
part
it.
of somatic exercise. So understand, one is our brain, which is cognitive, and the other is our body, which is the storehouse of all the feelings and emotions. Okay, whenever something happens, a part of our body is triggered and we feel that feeling, which allows us to behave in a certain way or act in a certain way or feel in a certain way. So when I say that you have to release it from your body, we are releasing it from that body. Basically, we are releasing all that triggers, all that moments, all the sources from where it started. And when we release it from that body, so what happens is when you are cleaning it, okay, suppose you are cleaning your wardrobe, and if you clean it, if you do not take out the old stuff, how will you keep that new stuff? Right? So similarly, in your body, the only way you can do it, there are only two ways. One, you clean your body from all the toxicity and then let new things enter your life. Second, you expand your body. The expansion will only help when you have cleared the negativity. Otherwise, the negativity will also spread. The expansion of body does
Okay.
not mean in terms of size, but in terms of the internal landscape. So that is why
And for new good
releasing is,
things to come, we have to
yeah.
clear the.
So the
We can't
old
have both
hatred,
together.
yes, we cannot. Even positive, negative will make it negative, right?
Yeah. Even if we expand, as you said, the
Yeah,
negative will also just go
the
in.
nervous system expansion work cannot precede trauma work. Nervous system expansion can only be fruitful if trauma work has been done. If you have released all of it. Like in the initial time, when you joined the session, you said that, I have received love from my parents, from my
Yep.
friends, from my brother. And then suddenly this time you could see all that hurt which you have felt from them. So it is more about that internal landscape, the internal narrative, the felt sensation. And until and unless we clear it from there, no amount of external talking will help.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
welcome. Yes, Paromita, are you there? Paromita, are you there? Okay.
I am there, but my internet is not working that well. I'll text you.
No, you are perfectly audible. Right now, you are perfectly audible. Please go ahead.
Yes. So जो exercise आपने दी थी ना, I have already done it to 10, 100 to 200 times almost every day. So इतना मुझे effect नहीं लगा क्योंकि इस पे मेरा काम हो चुका है already. So I have done it like 2020 से कर रही हूँ मैम. तो it wasn't that huge, but I understood what you said. और ये मैं रोज करती, even रात को सोते से पहले I will again do it. So that things were resolved. The reason जिसके लिए हम ये exercise कर रहे थे मैम. So that is all I can say. मैंने फिर से किया, but almost बहुत कुछ clean हो चुका है. तो
It could be, but I don't agree because your felt sensation in your body is that you are carrying your mother's feelings.
Yes, and that has gone now, ma'am.
Okay.
वो मैंने पहले किया था, so वो मैंने आपको बोला था, but right now because it has been done more than 100 times, ना.
So tell me, Paromita, what is happening in your internal landscape? Can you see your mother as your mother and can you receive from her as a child? Have you reached that state in your internal landscape?
Oh, yes, that has been reached.
Okay, then what is stopping you to receive love?
No, that receiving has happened. I worked with Gaurav only, na, pehle.
So I want to know, Paramita, then what is stopping you to receive love? Because when you said that ability to be soft when things are hard.
That I'm unable to get the answer.
So I want to tell you, Paramita, that even though we have done the inner work and we could be doing it from multiple times, from long time. Every time we reach a deeper layer. Somewhere, I don't know why, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Somewhere I feel that you are still carrying your mother in your pain. Is it true? Somewhere I feel that just because your mother could not have a fulfilled life, you are doing it for her by not living a fulfilled life. Is it true?
That could be. Even I was thinking of this.
So then, in that case, when you do the work, have you seen your mother in an empowered state, Paramita? That will be my question.
That is happening for the last 7 days. That is where I am working on.
So I would suggest that see her in an empowered state. Honor her journey as a soul, Paramita. The more you see the need to carry her pain, the more you are disempowering her. You are not allowing her to proceed in her soul journey to learn the lessons which she needs to, and then she has to repeat it again and again. This is not love, Paramita. This is not love. This is control.
Yes.
I guess you have your answer. I feel so that you have
I-
got the answer. You have got that
Yes,
hook.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so work on that hook, and irrespective of the number of years you have worked, but you were working from
ठीक है.
seeing her from that disempowered state, right?
True, true. Agree.
So when you are seeing her from
Got
a
it.
disempowered state, you cannot receive from her fully. आपका conscious ही allow नहीं करेगा.
True. True.
Okay, so see her as a separate soul, and she has come much before you,
Yes.
and she has not chosen you. You have chosen her to learn
Yes.
your lessons, not to
Right.
basically not to prohibit her from learning her own.
Yes.
Okay, so see her from this new lens and tell me what shifts inside you.
True. I will do this and text you then.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Santosh, what
Thank
is happening with you? You're most welcome. Santosh, are you there? Supra, are you there? You said that you were not able to do the exercise. So I would suggest that you do this exercise and share your experience in that case. Okay? Okay, guys, is it okay if I extend it for next 10-15 minutes? I want to do the third part of it. Okay. Now, coming from this marriage and relationship, understand all our intimate relationships, whether it is relationship with our partner, our children, they are reflecting something which is unresolved within us. Okay, so the first part, which I dedicated almost 40 minutes there, was that your hook. In this case, if you want to revive your relationship with this person, with your partner or for your children, whosoever, you have to go to that hook. And then you have to do that second part of the exercise, wherein you are resolving that hook, you are receiving from your parent, and then cutting the cords of dysfunctionality, and then seeing them from children. Okay? This is how it works. Now, the third part of the exercise, I want you to do this now with me and see. This is a small exercise and see how it shifts, what it reveals to you. Okay? Close your eyes once again. Sit back. Again, face behind and between your knees. Hands on your thighs, palm facing upwards. Mouth slightly open. And now, I would continue from that part where you are embodied by your parents' love. Feel it. Feel that love, whether it was your mother, father, or both. Feel that love penetrating into every single cell of your body. Feel it fully. And as you feel that love, feel the parts of you which are not able to receive that love. Channelize that love to those parts. Consciously scan your body and see which part of the body is able to feel that energy and which part of the body is not able to feel that energy. Scan each and every cell of your body. Take some time and scan each and every cell of your body. And as you do that, Find out the places where that energy is unable to travel, if there are any. You don't have to force it. You just have to make a note of it, because these are the areas where your inner child is, which is not allowing you to receive that love fully. And from this embodied state, ask yourself, who am I in my marriage or in my relationship? Who am I? Who was I? And who I will be? These are three different states. Who were you? Were you the giver in the relationship? Were you the doer in the relationship? Were you the receiver in the relationship? Who were you? And now, from this embodied state, how do you feel? Who are you in your relationship? Are you the doer? Are you the giver? Or are you the receiver? Or are you a combination of these? And now, when you have this answer, see a future version of you. How would you like to be in your relationship? In your marriage, in your relationships with your partner, with your in-laws, with your parents, friends, children, whosoever it is, whosoever belongs to your world. How would you like to be in that space? And see what needs to be done from this present state to go to that state. What you need to do. Let the answer emerge from you. Once you have the answer, what needs to be done to move from this present state to how would you like to be in your relationships to that future state. So you are making that quantum jump now with a question: what needs to be done? What needs to be shifted inside me to make this jump, to make this my reality? And let that answer emerge for you. And once you have that answer, come back to the here and now. And I want you, as soon as you come back, write that answer down with your non-dominant hand. So if you are writing with your right hand, if you are a right-handed person, take the pen in your left hand and write the answer down. If you are a left-handed person, take the pen in your right hand and write it down. Do the answer, do the writing with your non-dominant hand, the hand which you do not use for writing. Christina, would you like to share?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was a combination of a doer and a giver all this while. And in this relationship, or if this breaks in my future relationships whatsoever in future, I want to be a combination of a doer and a receiver.
Okay.
And for that, I would need to take a backseat and stop adjusting to everything that is put on my plate. Like, it's all this while it's only me trying to adjust, trying to, make things work in one way or the other. I should start to stop that.
And Christina, here I have few things for you, and I want you to go back to this part of the recording so that you can reflect it deeper. One, when and how you assume the role of a doer in your relationship. Doer and giver.
Okay.
When and how you decided that this is the template of a relationship where I have to give, and give, and the other person is supposed to receive, and receive. When did I started learning that love means doing and giving? Until and unless you change it from there, it will
I
not.
think from my first relationship.
And in your first relationship, were you doer or a giver, or were you a receiver?
I was a doer and a giver.
So it is not coming from the first relationship, then it is coming much before than that. Maybe the way you have experienced your parents' behavior towards each other. Maybe you have seen your mother as the doer or giver and your father as the receiver, or maybe the opposite way. And you have formed that relationship template from there. And until and unless you go back to
think
that
about it.
part and rewire that relationship template, it is going to stay with you. You can do certain changes cognitively, but the felt sensation will always be. Because, Christina, tell me honestly, if your partner would have done something for you, would you be able to receive it and enjoy it, or will you at the back of the mind, will you keep on thinking that I have to do something for him now?
Maybe, yeah.
So then you are not able to receive it. It's not that he is not able to give. There could be certain issues from his end as well, which is I'm not denying that. But the problem is that you are not able to receive what he is willing to give to you. And because you're not able to receive and you're doing and giving, what is happening is you are getting burnt out and exhausted. And then this exhaustion is causing that frustration in your relationships, which is affecting your family life. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
For a relationship to work, if not equal, a balance of give and take must be maintained. If that give and take balance is not maintained, the distance will keep on increasing, because the one person will keep on giving and the other person will receive to a certain extent, and then this person will feel overwhelmed. They will start questioning their position in their relationship, and maybe because they could not accept this, they will tend to different ways. They will either show, and especially men do that, they go through aggression, they go, start ignoring you, they start fighting with you, because at the base of the relationship, at the core, they feel that their existence is of no use. Am I making sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, the only relationship where giving should be from one way and receiving should be from the other way is only a parent and child relationship, where the parent is the adult who is supposed to give, and the child is supposed to receive and receive. In all the other relationships, it should be a balance of give and take. Until unless this healthy balance is maintained, one person is going to feel the exhaustion and the other person is going to feel the resentment, because whatever they do is never enough for the doer. Because if he does 1, you are going to do 10, and you are going to compare in your mind that I'm doing 10 and he is not doing anything. So he will stop doing the 1.
And mhm. Yeah, and
Yeah.
what is the difference? Like giver, I understand someone who is more giving, receiver is one who is receiving. What exactly is, maybe I'm not sure about the concept of the doer.
Doer is the one who is in charge of taking everything. Giver is something who is giving it, right? Like I am
Mhm.
acknowledging my partner, I am adjusting to his routine and everything. And doer is I will do the household chores as well. I will do the financial part as well. I will make myself capable enough.
Okay.
You know, I will not be financially dependent on him as well.
Got it.
And this is not coming out
Oh,
of love, it is
got
coming out of resentment. So even the smallest thing where he thought he was contributing, I am denying that to him as well.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I am doing
Mhm.
his part as well, his part of the relationship as well. That is the doer. Giver is you are giving that love, you are doing it. Okay. And doer
Mhm.
is who is doing the other person's part as well.
Got it. Yeah.
So when you are doing his part and when you are giving as well, so why do you need that person? Are you getting it? Your body itself is rejecting it because iski to kya zarurat hai? You don't need this one.
But that is also not the case, right? Like I feel I'm, as per your explanation, I feel I'm the doer and the maybe doer to a less extent, more of a giver, like that. And then that thing also doesn't come, like for me, to be honest, I'm almost in a separated state as of now, and I don't know where it will head to. But the thing is, like the bond is because of the child. But what I'm feel is like, even if I am the giver and the doer, the very point you said, right, कि इसकी तो क्या जरूरत है, that also doesn't come to me. Otherwise, I
It
would
is
have
not
left you
coming to
long
you
back.
at a cognitive level. That is why I said that go back to this part and reflect that why I want to be financially capable so that I'm not dependent on this man.
Yeah.
So I don't need this man, right? The reason why I'm making my child the reason to stay with this man, so I am actually traumatizing my child. The child is not the reason to stay together. You stay together and therefore the child is. That child
Yeah,
never asked you to separate or to stay together. And even if you separate for all the reasons which you find right, and I'm no one to question here or judge you here, but I'm just giving you a perspective which is very important from a trauma-centric lens, that even if you separate from that child, separate from the partner, he is still your child's father. And he will remain the child's father.
Totally respect that fact, and even because
Until
of
and unless you respect him as a person, you cannot respect this fact. And the child will fear that, the pattern will continue. And I'm not
like in
doing.
my case, I feel it is the opposite. Like I always respect the fact that he is the father of my child, and that is, I always have that. But you know that the mom is important for the child, or the mom has an existence to him or to the family he comes from, that is not there at all.
Then he
For
has to look
example,
into his system as
for
well.
example, it is like we helped you have this child. You should. They literally told me like, you are so lucky that you got this child because of us. I'm like, okay, fine. So they do not respect that fact.
Okay. And in that case, I would be exploring again his system if he is willing to. But in your again, I will be coming back to you. This is your felt sensation. And until and unless you process this pain, it is going to go genetically to the children and the grandchildren. Because even if they don't acknowledge it, do you acknowledge yourself that I am the mother of this child and I am the most important person for this child, no matter what everyone says? Do you honor yourself?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Then I guess then you are on the right track, Christina. The only thing you need is you have to find that balance of receiving. And it may not be as per your expectation, but are you willing to receive? And for that, you have to change that template that I have to give and I have to adjust and sacrifice and compromise in order to revive this relationship or in order to continue in this relationship. So go back to this part and reflect, maybe write, maybe journal on it, and maybe something will show up, Christina. Because there must be some reason because of which you're attracting such partner. And I want you to find that reason out. That is the only point of having this discussion here, so that you resolve your entanglements. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Yes, Neha.
Yeah, so in my case, like in certain areas, I'm the doer, I'm the giver, and in certain areas, I'm the receiver, receiving from my husband. But it's like a very specific area, and same pattern is continuing from a very long time. Like only in this area, I'm going to receive, and in certain areas I'm going to give and do. Somewhere I could feel, I just felt that one word. Sometimes I become the, I rescue him. Like many times I felt that okay, you are going to these things, and it should not happen, like not in some bad things or bad terms, but someone is taking advantage of him, and he doesn't understand. He considered that as a family, but things are not as if he see, because later on same thing happens. What I say, that this is not good thing for you, and it happens. And it's just like from the day of my marriage, same continuous pattern happening. And one thing that is happening, like he gets much more defensive about his family. I know my father-in-law is not there, and things get, he becomes very uneasy, like I have to give. So that giving part is so much for his family, that our family become disbalanced or something. Otherwise, when you were saying everything now, I could feel that apart from his family's disbalance, my family is much more balanced in every term, like in part of receiving, in love, and everything. Even we are giving to our child emotionally and everything. But when that part comes, everything gets disbalanced, because he just want to, giving is one thing, but over giving is like, I could not digest that. You cannot overgive.
And Neha, I have certain questions for you. When did your partner lose his father?
It's like 2018.
Okay. Okay. And Neha, somewhere I feel that
Mm.
you are not also in the position of a partner to your partner. You are
Okay.
becoming his mother.
Actually, he is giving too much to his mother. You won't believe that even if a mother needs hot water, he will get up and give it to her. She will not take it. So
And
that
here I
is the
want you to
level of,
reflect
yeah,
that is between he and his mother.
yeah.
But
But he
why
wants
are
to do
you?
the same. But he wants to do the same. Like he wants me to do the same for her. Like you can also do something like that. He expects that thing, that even I should overgive to his family, that he has this certain expectation from me, that only this part is disbalancing my family, that I should also overgive to them. That is because something, that injustice again, that come, I cannot do that. Only this thing will happen.
Yeah, Christina, thank you for being there. We are just having the discussion. The exercises are
Okay,
over.
thank you so much. It was very helpful. I will go through the recording and also, try to do the
Sure.
exercises. Thanks a lot. Bye.
You're most welcome. Bye. Neha, I would tell you certain thing, okay?
Mhm.
This I learned from Susie Tucker in one of her workshops. So when you judge your parents, your partner's parents,
Mhm. Mhm.
for all the right reasons, okay?
Yeah.
Your partner will not see as you judging them or you warning him. he will see as a judgment on his part.
Absolutely right.
Okay?
This is only happening.
Because your partner has come from his parents and his genetic makeup is from his family. So even though with all your good intentions, you are trying to protect him, he will not see it in his internal landscape as a sense of protection or as a way of care. Rather, he will see it as a judgment of his part.
True.
And therefore, I said that in some ways, you are trying to be his mother by protecting him. Your idea is not to protect him. I know it will be difficult for you because you will see him suffering, but you are seeing it as a suffering. Maybe he is not seeing as a suffering.
But with his suffering now, we as a family suffer. I hope
And
you
then in
understand.
yes, I understand. And I will say this because, like, ये सब घरों में होता है, especially Indian households में, when the husband is more devoted to his family, the family which he creates suffers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want you to reflect on two things. When you direct your attention to his family of origin, by protecting him from his family of origin, you are also not able to focus on the family you create. Right? Because your focus is on protecting him. तो आपका जब attention वहां चले जाता है, पहली बार ये आपका felt sensation है कि मुझे इसे बचाना है. ठीक है?
Because
He may
again
not-
and again same thing happens now, so
Yeah.
it tricks me every time.
So
Sorry
I
to
will tell you
disturb.
certain things, जैसे मेरे घर में क्या होता है, my husband's entire finances is managed by my father-in-law. And because he manages it and he stays at a different city, what happens is he's not aware of what we want. And then, क्योंकि finances major उधर direct हो जाते हैं, इधर रोज खटपट होती. He will see it कि यहाँ पे खर्चा क्यों किया, and I will like कि क्या है, ये तो normal है, okay? ऐसी छोटी छोटी चीजें जो बड़ी बन जाती है. ये तब तक था when I didn't had this lens. When I had this lens, what I saw that he is not able to see that the उसके family system में order of love उल्टा हो चुका है. He is giving and they are receiving. And again, मैं कितना भी चाह लूं, क्योंकि I am not coming from that family, I do not have that genetic makeup, I cannot reverse it. Okay? एक चीज तो मुझे वहां पर थोड़ा मेरा step back हुआ. Second, the more I judge that, the more I warn him, or the more I try to divert his attention towards us, his part is betrayed. क्योंकि उसे क्या लगता है कि उसकी family betray नहीं हो रही है, मैं उसे ही betray कर रही हूँ. Because he is coming from them. तो जब मैं उसके father के लिए एक judgment set कर रही हूँ अपने internal landscape में, मैं उसके लिए एक judgment set कर रही हूँ, वो उसकी body perceive करती है, उसका nervous system उसे वैसे perceive करता है, तो वो उसके लिए बहुत threatening हो जाता है. Then what happens? This person, my partner, starts feeling that I don't accept him fully. When he doesn't feel accepted fully, he is not here. And I feel that he does not listening to me, so I am also not here.
Yeah.
What happens is the differences starts growing up and eventually the children suffer. What could be the solution, Neha? Let's talk about the solution then. One, you have to accept that you cannot change the orders of love or the flow of love in his family system. What you can change is your family system which you have created. That is you, your partner, and your children. You cannot change your partner because he is an adult. But you can change your children. And how do you do that? By being that adult. And how do you do that by being an adult? How do you do that? When you state your needs clearly and let it be decided by him that what is a priority. You cannot influence his decision. You cannot change his decision. What you can do is you state your needs clearly. For example, if certain amount is going there, and I know that he will not even tell me the amount which is directed that to my father-in-law's place. What I will say that this has to be done in the house. I will state my needs clearly. That the kids want to go for a vacation, or this time they are going for an tour and this expense is there. I will state my needs clearly. That this time I have to change the school of the kids, or we have to buy a new car, whatever it is. The smallest of things and the biggest. I will state my needs clearly, and I will believe that he will behave as an adult and he will take care of my needs and my family's needs. The family which I have created. I have to trust that. And it will happen slowly and gradually. The more you trust that even though he gives 80%, 90% to his own family, the 10% he will ensure that he is enough intelligent, that 10% will be enough for you and your kids. Right?
So
you behave like an adult and you tell them that this, we should start investing for our kids through this exercise. Okay? You don't crib, you don't protect him, you just demand what is needed. And when you will be truthful on that ground, with all the right reasons that the kids are growing up, we have to finance their future education, without bringing his family of origin in picture, things will start shifting. But for that, you have to shift that entire internal landscape, that he is there for his family more and not for you.
okay, but in this case, like he has a long-term plan for his family, like this needs to be done for them. And for that part, okay, so I understood that boundaries need to be created around him, like this needs to be done. But what if the same thing I'm doing from like past 8 years, like boundary,
The
I'm
intention
telling that
matters.
this.
The intention matters. You are creating that boundary to protect.
Okay.
Now you create that boundary out of love. So
Okay,
even in this
okay.
intergenerational work, when we create a boundary, when the parents are toxic and we cannot receive, and we create a boundary, we say that this distance only increases the love. And that is why I said that you have to change it in your internal landscape, that he is already for them and not for us. This resentment will trickle down in your children, because this is how you are rejecting him. And this is how your children will view him.
True.
And this is how they will merge with him. They will eventually do the same thing. So in your internal landscape, see that your partner is equally devoted to his family of origin and the family he's creating. The more you believe in this, the boundaries which you will create will come out of love and not out of disrespect or out of resentment. So that's what I said, that this is an internal movement. More you do it in your internal landscape, things will start shifting in your external landscape. You just see it. It will happen.
This is something like eye-opening, that intention matters, because all while I was maintaining my boundaries, because I'm coming from a family where boundaries are very much like entertained. So this has to be done. But I never got that thing that intentions matter. Yes.
Neha, there are certain people in our lives with whom we don't even talk regularly. Right? We don't even discuss our life. And whenever we meet, where there is a strong affection, there is strong bonding.
Yeah.
So that distance is also not affecting the love. And then there are people who stay with us and we are miles apart.
Yeah.
So boundaries are meant to increase the love and not the hatred.
Very, very true. This
Okay,
is
boundaries
something
is meant to increase the bonding.
Yeah.
And
My
sometimes
biggest
that
takeaway.
distance is important for that bonding. So when you do it out of love, out of respect, you will be at peace. And when you will be at peace, whatever you will say will not come out as resentment. And it will not be perceived to him as a threat. Because vibration matters. Okay?
Yeah.
So try this in your internal landscape. See him equally devoted. First of all, it should start from there.
I will try that for sure. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Hi, Payal. How was your experience? I can't hear you. Yeah.
So, as soon as you started, you said something about love, that, है ना? And that which part can't receive in the body,
Yeah.
right? And this shoulder, back shoulder again, started like it was like a shooting pain, and then came a voice and that was my grandmother, and
Your
in
paternal or maternal grandmother?
my paternal grandmother.
Okay.
She's saying that लड़कियां किसी काम की नहीं होती, and that's what I had, that small Payal had absorbed. So वो पूरा निकला, and then again then my parents came in, and there was a lot of catharsis and a lot of love from them. So I honestly, whatever other instructions were coming in, I could not follow them because this was too much happening for me inside.
And that is okay, Payal. Whatever is showing up for you, that is important for you. Okay.
Yeah. So
So do the
I could not.
exercise.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that.
And Payal, I will strongly and sincerely suggest to you
Hmm.
that you have a lot of potential, a lot of capabilities, but your attachment trauma is literally holding you back. These inner child experiences, which you're just uncovering in these sessions, right? This
Hmm.
ladkiyan kuch nahi kar sakti, and therefore your whole life is all about proving.
Right.
If you reflect,
Right.
right, and
There's
therefore
been a
there
lot
is
of
no
struggle.
acceptance for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so until and unless these moments, these parts of you are integrated,
Hmm.
you cannot experience life fully.
I understand.
Okay, because somatic work cannot be bypassed.
Hmm. No, I'm doing it in the sense that whatever, like last week also, I've done some inner child work, and in fact, intense inner child work,
Okay.
and a lot of mother womb trauma I have done.
Mhm.
It only got, so it's been just 2 days that I'm feeling that, okay, something is complete. So there is a sense of completion there. I even don't know that next layer, is there a next layer? When would it open? Whether it will open, not, I don't know. So there is a sense of completion, one layer of completion at least I'm feeling for last 2 days, 6th, 7th, I can say.
Okay. So then I said that if you're doing this work, if
I'm
you're
doing
doing
it.
the somatic work, then keep doing it. Maybe when you feel that completion, you can take a break. Maybe when it feels too exhausting for you, take a break. But keep doing it, because these are the insights which will help you release and integrate it.
Yes.
And that is how you will feel full.
Yeah, that's what so I am trying, in the sense that if you can see, I'm
Yeah.
trying my best that
And
whatever
that
I
is
can receive.
enough. That is enough, Payal. Whatever
Yeah.
you are doing is enough. The only reason I'm saying is that I just want you to give a direction. That if you are directing the efforts, direct it in the right direction.
So I am working only on right now on inner child.
Just
Even
do that. Just do that.
yeah, or even like there is a healer, and he's done around 7 past lives with my mother, and we found out 2 which were very, very intense, and for last 30 days probably we are healing it continuously on a daily basis.
Again, I would suggest to each one of you
Hmm.
that going to the past lives will not help you at this stage until and unless inner child and intergenerational is fixed.
So so I agree what you're saying, I agree. So honestly, what we do is not heal the past life per se, but what the karmic seeds and whatever else we take it here, and that's where we do the
I
healing
will
part of
again
it.
say the same thing. We
Okay.
cannot heal the past life. We can only cut the
Yes.
karmic connections, right? We can only
Yes.
cut the karmic cords. But there is a stage. Like, first you have to learn to read alphabets. Then you have write alphabets. Then you write words. Then you write sentences. Then you write passages.
Hmm.
If you skip all of it,
Hmm.
the foundation is not strong. So even this work will not help you. Like, I have a client who is herself a past life healer, past life regression therapist, and she has seen, I guess, thousands of past life, if not 100% thousands, because she has been trained and she practices on her own and she does it for clients as well. Okay. But nothing is resolving. The things will start coming back. Maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year down the line. Because the hook is in this life, why you are attracting that letter. So work on the foundation, work on your inner child, work on your mother wound, father wound, work on your attachment
I am
trauma.
working.
Until and unless you work on this foundation, even you cannot work on intergenerational part. आप पढ़ कर लोग कुछ result नहीं मिलना.
नहीं, I agree. What you're saying is कि मैं कर रही हूँ अपनी
past lives पर उतना focus करने की जगह आप अभी hooks पर focus करो and then go to the past lives. Like, I am also going to my past lives. It's not कि मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ. मैं भी past life से work करती हूँ, पर मुझे गिनती की 3-4 लाइफ ही देखनी है जो इनर चाइल्ड रिजॉल्व करने पर भी इशू सॉल्व नहीं हुआ, इंटरजनरेशन पे भी रिजॉल्व नहीं हुआ, ठीक हो रहा है पर पूरा रिजॉल्व नहीं हो रहा, तब उस केस में मैं पास्ट लाइफ में जाऊंगी कि वहां पर फिर कार्मिक कनेक्शन कट हो. तो जब आप इस तरीके से काम करते हो ना, तो वो सोल लेवल पे, क्योंकि इस लाइफ का कर्मा क्लियर हुआ ना, जब यहाँ से एक मतलब 2 पोल्स है, दोनों अट्रैक्ट हो रहे हैं, तभी तो कार्मिक कनेक्शन बन रहा है. तो जब आपने इधर का इनर चाइल्ड करके ये कनेक्शन खत्म किया, तभी तो आप इस कनेक्शन को डिसमेंटल कर सकते हो. अदरवाइज आप मल्टीपल पास्ट लाइफ खोल भी लो, कुछ होना नहीं है, बिकॉज वो हिडन है एक रीजन की वजह से.
Right.
Can you please share a bit about yourself? How did you heal and what was your journey?
So my journey is quite similar to yours. It's like I am a professor. I was a professor. Now I have stopped teaching. And anyways, anyone who wants to leave can leave. We are just a second before I answer the question. Paramita, do you have to share about the exercise?
Not much. Not
Okay.
much.
I want you to stay in this question, Paramita. That
Yes,
how can I see my mother in an empowered state and receive from her? I guess that will help you resolve a lot of issues. Lot of things.
Ji. Thank you.
So I was a professor. I was teaching finance to MBA students. I was a very good student. I received scholarships from the governors, from Aditya Birla groups. I was learning in Pilani and all sort of things. And then I belong to a typical Marwadi family. So 2009, I finished my MBA and I got married in a month. It was an arranged marriage. After that, things started moving in opposite direction in my life. Like, I was the person who was given the best awards, the placements, and like bolte hai na ki this is the ideal. So I had more than 4 or 5, packages in hand. And my parents married me off. It was an arranged marriage, typical Marwadi Baniya setup. And after that, things started going wrong. Like, my husband used to stay in a different city. I was staying in a joint family with my in-laws, and things started going wrong. I was never a person who was, into politics or, quoting something and misguiding others. And this was taken as a disadvantage for me because people started mistreating me. There were days when I couldn't even eat food, even though it was a very well house. And when I said that, it was completely put on me कि तूने ही नहीं खाया होगा. मतलब हर चीज में छोटी छोटी चीजें घर से गायब कर देना and मुझ पे चोरी का डाल देना. And what happened is, because of all these cures, was that my and my partner's relationship suffered a lot. Although it was a long distance. He used to come on weekends, and then weekend पे आते ही या तो मेरा रोना चालू रहता था या घर वालों की complaint चालू रहती थी.
Right.
So the bond never grew. On top of that, my husband had an erectile dysfunction, because of which we could not have physical intimacy. So that was another source of frustration. As
Mhm.
well, it was a source of comments from my in-laws because they wanted the child to be conceived as soon as possible.
Right.
And I was that, अभी बोलने में शर्म आती है, stupidity लगती है that I got married in 2009. उस समय इंटरनेट इतना होता नहीं था. So I didn't know how marriage consummated. So I thought this is what marriage looks like.
Okay.
So even I didn't had that idea. धीरे धीरे चीजें समझ में आने लगी, पता चलने लगा ये normal होता है, ये abnormal होता है. And the moment I started saying to my partner, let's meet a doctor, my in-laws got to know about it and they misused it by saying, they inflated his male ego कि लड़कों में कहाँ से problem होती है. And then by 2011, 12, by 2010, I shifted to his place, but then interference was too high. By 2012, it was decided that we will divorce. Okay. But luck had something else. 2012, my sister was getting married. So ऐसा हो गया कि भाई उसकी शादी कर देते हैं, उसके बाद ये करेंगे. तो तू 2-3 महीना रुक जा. And शादी हुई, 2-3 महीना रुके, उतने में she had to go through a divorce because her partner was, their marriage was not consummated and her partner was not a male.
Oh.
So उसका डिवोर्स पहले प्रोसीड हो गया. तो अब एक दोनों साथ दोनों बेटियों का डिवोर्स कैसे होगा?
Right.
तो दे सेड कि तेरी तो फिर भी मैनेजेबल है, तू रह ले. And then I was a when I say that inner child, वो inner child बचपन से ही I was a डब्बू type बच्चा, बहुत डरना, because my mother had 2 miscarriages before me. So I was, वो मेरी मदर की जो फीलिंग थी ना कि जरूर मेरे ही अंदर कोई प्रॉब्लम है.
Right.
This was my inherent belief that I have something. This was coming from my womb. वो समय इतनी चीजें नहीं पता थी. So उसका डिवोर्स बहुत नास्टी था. 3-4 साल निकल गए. By that time, this was very clear to the family members that my husband has a medical issue. And then there were some family members and my in-laws who really liked me. And they suggested my partner कि you should also take medication. And that is how I conceived my first child.
Okay.
सोचा चीजें ठीक हो जाएगी. 2014 I conceived my first child. चीजें ठीक हो जाएगी, but फिर बिगड़ गई. और बहुत बुरी तरह बिगड़ गई. And then, fortunately, actually at that time I moved to Surat to my in-laws place. तो वो चीजें बहुत ज्यादा बिगड़ गई थी. But then it was ऐसा था जैसा अभी क्रिस्टीना कह रही थी that for the child you have to stay together. So I was just staying together for my child कि किसी तरीके से जिंदगी निकल जाएगी, कभी तो चीजें ठीक हो जाएगी. But then in 2017, he got an offer again in his previous company and he came back to Gurgaon. We came back to Gurgaon. तो वो एक relief हो गया, एक hope जग गई कि अब यहाँ से निकल गए हैं तो negativity कम हो जाएगी. And
Right.
2017, I conceived again. But luck had other plans. My health deteriorated. I was unable to even survive that pregnancy. बहुत मुश्किलों से even I was alive, you could say. And at that time, my in-laws again created something very bad. So which distorted the relationship. So by 2018, and I started my own venture कि मुझे किसी तरीके से financially capable होना है. तो 2
Right.
बच्चे साथ में, एक बच्चा 3 साल का, एक बच्चा 6 महीने का. And I started my brand Miraki by Sneha to sell these handicraft items because that is what I could do. And जब बच्चा 1 साल का हुआ तब I would go for freelancing jobs. 2-3 घंटे कॉलेज में पढ़ा के आती थी. That is how I used to manage. But then, why I said to Christina that staying for your child is the worst decision you could ever make, because वो सारा frustration बच्चे पे निकलता है. And this is what I did. सारा गुस्सा
Right.
बच्चों पर निकलने लगा. जितनी चीजें बिगड़ी है, in-laws का गुस्सा, husband का गुस्सा, parents ने support नहीं किया उसका गुस्सा, सब कुछ बच्चों पे निकलने लगा. रोज
I'm also
छोटे
the
से बच्चे, उनको मारना और मतलब इतना हाथ उठाना that I wouldn't have any control on my anger. I would just keep on shouting, shouting, shouting. And one day it so happened that me and my husband was as usual arguing. और उस समय क्या होता था, बच्चे छोटे थे तो नीचे ना एक मैट्रेस लगा देते थे कि कहीं गिरे तो लगे नहीं.
Mhm.
And then my younger one was at that time 3 years of age. and I was fighting and screaming. We both were screaming and shouting, and my younger one was pulling my hair. Not even 3, I guess 2.5. He was just pulling my hair, and I was so frustrated, and I picked him up and just threw him. I just
Oh.
threw him on the floor. Fortunately, he landed on the mattress. और मुझे तब भी अक्ल नहीं थी, एंड माई हस्बैंड वाज सेइंग कि फेंक दो, तुम तो सबको मार डालो. मैंने कहा मैं तुम्हें ही मार डालती हूँ, तुम मरोगे तो सबका पाप कटेगा. मतलब आई वाज इन दैट एंगर जोन, मतलब एक्सट्रीम. आई डिडंट रियलाइज इट दैट आई हैव हिट माय किड, और ही कुड हैव हर्ट. उसका सर पे लग सकती थी, सर फट सकता था, कुछ भी नहीं, बस गुस्सा गुस्सा गुस्सा. एंड 3 दिन बाद व्हेन आई वाज गोइंग वॉकिंग, and I actually मेरे पैर पे लगी बेड के कॉर्नर से, and it was so sharp कि मेरे नी से ब्लड निकलने लगा. and that was the moment it hit me कि मैंने कनव को यहीं फेंका था, my younger one को मैंने यहीं फेंका था. and that was the time I realized कि बाकी लोगों का बिहेवियर कुछ भी हो, मेरा गुस्सा मेरे या मेरे बच्चों की जान ले गई. I can do anything. If I can kill my kid, I can do anything. And that was the moment I decided that I need help. बट बिकॉज हमारी मैरिज इतनी वॉलेटाइल थी और इतना था, तो हम लोगों ने वो साइकेट्रिस्ट और मैरिज काउंसलिंग वो सब पहले किया था, कुछ हेल्प नहीं मिली थी. सो आई न्यू दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू गो ऑन ड्रग्स अगेन एंड एंटी डिप्रेसेंट्स अगेन. So I talked to my sister and she helped me with a person. So she has a friend. Uske husband was a therapist. So you might have heard Priyesh Chaudhary.
Yeah.
So he is basically, ऐसे तो वो distant relative ही हो गया मेरा. Basically he is my father's best friend's का जवाई.
Okay.
So I knew his wife Shruti and her family. So उसके through I thought that I will meet Priyesh.
And I think they also went something similar, no? Their journey
Yeah.
was also.
That's why I said that you will understand this much better. So, and then from that moment I met Priyesh and I told him, in fact I called him for the first time and told him कि मुझे मेरे बच्चों का इलाज कराना है. Because बहुत चिढ़ते हैं, बहुत हल्ला करते हैं, मुझे बहुत गुस्सा दिलाते हैं, क्योंकि गलती तो हमेशा दूसरे की होती है. तो बच्चों की गलती है, हस्बैंड की
Just a minute,
गलती है.
I'll be back quickly. Just a
Sure,
minute.
sure. So वही हुआ, and then he said me something that your children are just mirroring something which is unresolved inside you. So I want you to come and seek help. And I was like, पागल है ये, मेरे में कहाँ प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है. And then with that incident, I realized that exactly problem मुझ में ही है. So it took me 5 months, and that time his fees was 5,000 per session. And I asked him कितने sessions लगेंगे. तो he said 10-12 सेशन तो मिनिमम है, उसके बाद देखते हैं. तो 50-60 हजार अरेंज करने में मुझे 5 महीने लग गए. 5 महीने बाद जब मैं उसके पास पहुंची, he said my fees is 7,500 per session. तो I said देख 10-12 सेशन तक शायद मैनेज कर लूं, 50-60 हजार है, जब तक ये करेंगे 2-3 महीने में शायद 10-12 हजार और अरेंज कर लूं, इतना तो काम हो ही जाएगा. तो we started working, and when you do the somatic work, the initial 3-4 sessions are very heavy. Like you cannot even make sense, क्योंकि believe ही नहीं होता ना अंदर इतना कुछ चल रहा है, ऐसा लगता है हमने खुद imagine कर लिया होगा, scene create कर लिया होगा. So it took a while for me to believe in this journey. By the time we had reached 10-12 sessions, he said my fees is now 11,500. And I said, look Priyesh, I really want to do this work, but I don't have the money. And he knew कि मैं घर से झूठ बोल कर आती हूँ, कॉलेज का बहाना करके आती हूँ, और बहुत सारे तामझाम बच्चों को किस तरह से मैनेज करके आती हूँ. So he knew my struggles, and somehow he believed in my truth. And then he said, "अब काम करो, and whenever you have money, you pay me." He still doesn't know. Now we have a very different relationship. He still doesn't know why did he said that to me. Because he has never bent his rules for anyone. I was the only client, and I still don't know why he trusted me so much and why I trusted him कि ये मेरा काम करेगा बिना पैसे लिए, मेरी हेल्प करेगा बिना पैसे लिए. Because किसी ने कभी believe नहीं किया ना. तो your mind goes to all those negative things कि इसका क्या फायदा है क्या नहीं है. So we continued the work. कई बार मैं उसे 10,000 देकर आती थी, कई बार 2,000 देकर आती थी, कई बार कुछ नहीं देकर आती थी. उस बीच में his session prices changed from 11,500 to 22K or 23K. I still continued the work. And then gradually, as I kept on doing the inner work, what happened, my external reality started changing. I started attracting better opportunities. पहले जब मैं 800 per hour पे काम करती थी, मुझे 2,000 per hour की job पे मिलने लगी मेरी conditions पे, because I had a good name in the industry. तो वो चीजें resolve होने लगी, तो finances थोड़े आने लग गए, थोड़ा confidence बढ़ने लग गया. And then I had enough money to pay him. And at that moment, he said, don't pay me, do these courses. So, and I was like,
But you must
sure.
have paid him for the therapies, no? Whatever was left.
नहीं, वो तो बहुत बाद में पे किया.
Okay.
1.5 साल मैंने उसे कुछ पे नहीं किया. I've learned the courses, and since I had worked so much on inner landscape, like मैं 3 साल उसके साथ काम करी, 3-3.5 साल every day, and my sessions were not for 2 hours, my sessions were for 4 hours. क्योंकि मेरे लिए जाना डिफिकल्ट होता था, तो वो एक साथ में 2-2 घंटे की जगह 4-4 घंटे 2 सेशन एक साथ लेता था मेरे. So I'd done that.
Then they cooperated so much with you.
Yeah, I guess it was a soul connection. It is a soul connection. That is why we are there, because through me, he says that he evolved as a therapist. So when I say you have contributed so much in my life, he always say that you don't know how much you have contributed in my life and in what ways. Because at that time, he only wanted that one client who will believe in him. And I believed in him. So I did the work. I did my courses. पैसे आते गए, कैसे आए मुझे आज भी नहीं पता. If I look back, I simply don't know. मतलब कभी-कभी मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे जो 500, 700 का 1100 का एनवलप देते थे, वो 21,000 का एनवलप देने लग गए राखी का. और बर्थडेज पे गिफ्ट्स आने लग गए सडनली. तो पता नहीं कैसे कैसे कैश आया. And then I started paying him as well. There was a point of time when I sold my jewelry because I was feeling so much guilt inside me that I'm not paying him and I'm investing in my coaching. That was the most courageous thing I have ever did. कि घर से सबसे छुप कर I had few jewelry and I sold it and I paid it off. And I thought that I will discontinue now क्योंकि पूरा पेमेंट कर दिया था. But then जिस दिन डिसकंटिन्यू करके उसको पेमेंट करके मैंने उस दिन का सेशन इतना इंटेंस था that I thought I will continue again. And he knew that I will believe in him, and he knew that I never have any attachment on money. I'm more into the values, and he respects me for that. That is the only reason that we continued the work. 23K वाले सेशंस दो एक साथ होने लगे, 54K का एक दिन का बिल आने लग गए. तो
And how many sessions did you take?
शायद 300-350 सेशंस तो मैंने उसके साथ किए हैं. 3 years, every week for 3 years.
300 sessions.
That is why my work is so deep and so strong, because I have traveled that depth in my life.
Yeah,
Before even doing the inner child, I have done work with him for 2 years. Then TSM करने तक तो मैंने 3 years complete कर लिया. When it was the last session, when he said that now we can conclude the journey, that day he owed me 1,000 rupees. तो उसने 1,000 मुझे पेटीएम किया था. उस बीच he helped me a lot. Like when I had, there was Susie Tucker's workshop और उसके पैसे नहीं होते थे. He would pay that fees. He helped me meet Gaurav sir. And Gaurav sir also never asked me fees. अभी भी मैं उनके जो courses में हूँ उसमें मैंने फीस आधों में दी नहीं, but उन्हें पता है मैं दे दूँगी. Because I'm really not concerned about money. मुझे कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता पैसा कितना है नहीं है देना है. Because I'm not attached to money, everyone believes in me. Like ATIPS का पैसा मैंने ATIPS के 2.5 महीने बाद दिया, 2.5-3 महीने बाद दिया. मास्टरमाइंड्स में थी, मास्टरमाइंड्स का पैसा मैंने 3-4 महीने बाद दिया. अभी सेकंड मास्टरमाइंड में उसका पैसा मैंने अभी तक नहीं दिया है. एंड नो वन इज रियल. मैंने ROLC के लिए भी साइन अप किया हुआ है. So I have to pay 11 lakhs to Gaurav sir, but Gaurav sir is chilled कि ये दे देगी और मुझे भी पता है मैं दे दूँगी. So the thing what I want
You don't
here
have any
is
fear around money now, no?
I have broken all the beliefs. Like I am crystal clear about my truth. और ऐसा नहीं है अभी प्रियेश की 21 लाख है. कल मैंने उसे मैसेज किया, I seriously miss our sessions. And I'm really not concerned 21 lakh कहाँ से आएंगे. I know I will sign him up. But abhi I'm going through certain other procedures which has prohibited me to take one-on-one help. That is why I'm not doing it with him.
Okay.
So
you still want to take therapy from
I
him?
will
Is it?
continue doing one-on-one work with my therapist, with Priyesh or with Gaurav sir or with someone else. I will come because the more I dig deeper to my truth, the more I resolve my karmas here, the more I go ahead in my soul's journey, and the more I can take my clients to that stage.
Right.
It is not about the course. It is never about the course. It is about the depth which you have traveled.
Did at any point of time it happened with you also that you were doing things and then you left it in between, then again you were jumping on another thing and
It
then
happened
you left
all
it?
the time. Like बीच में प्रियेश के साथ काम करते करते there was a time when there was a resistance from his end.
Okay.
His whole family got COVID and then our sessions got prolonged for 3 months. 3 महीने तक session ही नहीं हो रहे थे. कुछ ना कुछ हो रहा था. Then there was a time when I lost my job क्योंकि contract over हो गया था. तो घर से झूठ बोल के कैसे निकलूंगी? झूठ बोलने का कोई रीजन ही नहीं है. तो 1.5-2 महीना वैसे खराब हो गए. तो ऐसे आता है, but then those phases were the best time because at that time all the inner work got integrated.
Right.
So I did TSM, I did advanced ITC, and I was the only person in that
So
entire
did it
group.
with Gaurav sir?
Yeah, I have done all my courses from Gaurav sir.
Where are you putting up?
And I guess they also did it from him only, no?
They have done it from multiple people. They have done it from Mark, this, क्या नाम है उसका? Who, it didn't start with you wala. Mark क्या नाम है? I'm just forgetting.
I
the
got
name.
it. They've mentioned it there on the LinkedIn.
Yeah. So Suzy Tucker, उनके साथ इन लोगों ने उन सबके साथ work किया है. But
Since
then
it
they
is recording,
started.
can you explain the phase? Initially it was anger, then what happened after anger?
After anger, there was an acceptance that my boundaries were violated. From there, it was sadness. From there, it was pain. From there, it was grief. And from there, grief, it was again an acceptance. So this is a journey.
I'm
Yes.
on anger right now.
And that is a good place to be. You're not numbed out. You know your feelings. You're expressing it. That is a good place to be. Yes, Payal, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, where are you putting up?
I am in Gurgaon.
Acha, you are- So do you take one-on-one sessions in this sense physically?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do one-on-one work, but generally the one-on work is very intense, where I do for full 1 day program, which I learned the most advanced techniques in advanced ITC through Gaurav sir, where I can work from 9 to 7.
Okay.
That is one way you can work with me. Another way is one-on-one sessions online. Offline,
So how
I'm
much
not.
is that charged? May I ask that 1 day?
That
kind
is
of
2,50,000.
1 day.
1 day, 2,50,000.
Okay.
That is something which, 30 sessions, 40 sessions का work एक साथ होता है वो. I mean, that is the
So
most
उसका
advanced
repercussion
technique.
जो इसका bodily impact है या वो उसमें भी तो कितना टाइम लगता होगा?
उसमें तो बहुत integration में time
मतलब
लगता है.
उसका
Like
absorption.
time लगता है. And I don't take every client. I don't take new clients for that work because they cannot take that kind of somatic work. So for the client which I did, he has already worked with me for 20 sessions, 25 sessions. उसके बाद उसने one-on-one work like say he lives in Europe, so he traveled from Europe to here. He took that 1 day session, and now he is just working on he has again hired me जबकि उसको जरूरत नहीं थी. He has again hired me for 24 weeks. And मुझे पता है अगर मैं I'm like telling him every time कि you don't need me anymore, but he's like I'll continue working. Because he has seen shifts which he can't even imagine. Like when he was in Europe, he was going through acute depression, alcohol addiction बहुत था, and he was on the verge of losing his job. सब कुछ वो he was going to have divorce. सब कुछ उस state पे था. Now he is promoted in his company. He recently bought an Audi for himself. He bought 2 houses for himself. One in Europe and Netherlands, and the other in India. And he has progressed like anything. तो उसे लगता है कि you know इतना सा पैसा देकर अगर इतना मिल रहा है मुझे, so it is much like his health has improved. He is now participating in marathons from that liver failure state to this state. So inner work बहुत reflect करता है और बहुत आगे तक लेकर जाता है. Like when I say 2022 में I was earning 20,000 a year. पूरा सब कुछ छोटा छोटा मिला मिलकर. 2023 में I ended up earning 20 lakhs a year. And now money doesn't freeze me. मतलब एक time था
If you
जब.
don't, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
What I've realized is whoever is being trained by Gaurav Sano, you've been charging very high. I don't mean to offend you or
Yeah,
anybody
I
else
understand
here,
that.
but why is that so? Not everybody can reach you and take help from you.
And that is okay,
I'm
Supra.
talking about in general.
Yes, even I had this belief. But what happens is, Gaurav sir, when you work with Gaurav sir in ATEPS or in any other container, one, he shatters all your limiting beliefs.
Okay.
पैसे को लेकर हमारे बहुत सारे, आप पिछले वाले में नहीं थे, पिछले वाले में होते तो पीपल हैव आइडेंटिफाइड कि उनके मनी बिलीव्स कैसे कैसे होते हैं पिछले वर्कशॉप में. तो बहुत सारे मनी बिलीव्स होते हैं, तो पहले तो हम वो शैटर कर देते हैं. सेकंड, उसके जो रूट्स होते हैं, जो हमारे जनरेशन लाइंस में होते हैं, इनर चाइल्ड एक्सपीरियंसेस में होते हैं, हम उन्हें रिलीज कर देते हैं. देन मनी जस्ट बिकम्स अ नंबर फॉर मी. अभी मेरे अकाउंट में 2.5 लाख रुपए क्रेडिट होगा ना, यू विल नॉट सी एनी चेंज ऑन माई फेस. There are months when I don't earn a single money. Jan में 1.5 लाख आया पैसा, उसके बाद नहीं आया. Feb में 11,000 आए, March में अभी तक 7,000 आए. December I earned 10 lakh in 1 month. November I didn't earn a single penny. 1 रुपया भी नहीं आया, वो इनफैक्ट Zoom के पैसे कटे ही थे. But then these shifts does not bother you. You develop yourself to that extent. और जब आपके लिए मनी नंबर हो जाता है ना, तो आप मनी से कोई वैल्यू अटैच नहीं करते, कोई वर्थ अटैच नहीं करते. मैं जो ये सेशन आज 1,000 में दे रही हूँ, मैं 21,000 भी चार्ज करूँ तो भी कम है इसका.
Right.
Right?
See,
But
Sneha,
then
can I ask
value
you a
and
question?
money
I
doesn't.
left my class for this session.
So,
I left my class. I had another class.
मेरा क्वेश्चन है
हाँ
यहाँ
पायल
पे,
प्लीज.
स्नेहा, if this is actually a number, and honestly this is because I've shared this with you that मेरी energy गौरव से resonate नहीं करती. Not I have not met him, but I don't know why. There's something about his energy that does not resonate, and I'm very energy sensitive.
It's okay.
So लेकिन the way the communication comes across is that money is the big thing. So if you are saying so,
that is coming because
it does not.
Yeah, you please complete and then I will say that.
So I understand कि अगर money ही सब कुछ है, because see it is being sold that you will be able to earn this, you will be able to earn this, you will be able to earn this, and my container is this much, Mike. So it is all about money. The way it is projected is that it is all about money, and you pay this much, and yes, you could be worth that much, and there's no doubt about it. But the projection that comes out is like that. So when you say that, okay, money does not matter and it's just a number, it does not come across like that.
It does not come across like that because you perceive it that way. That is the difference. Okay? और ये सबके साथ होता है, ये सबके साथ होता है. लाइक गौरव सर के साथ जब मैंने पहली बात की थी, इसे उस समय इनर चाइल्ड 75,000 का कोर्स था, ठीक है, तो इसे इट्स जस्ट 75K. ATEPS उस समय 1.25 का था, तो इससे 75K तो ऐसे बोल रहे हैं जैसे पेड़ पर उगते. इवन आई हैड दिस बिलीव. इट्स नॉट, मतलब वो सबके साथ होता है, क्योंकि अंडरस्टैंड वी कम फ्रॉम अ स्कैरसिटी माइंडसेट. वी आर टोल्ड दैट पैसा मेहनत से कमाया जाता है, पैसा मुश्किल होता है, एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स affect us and they become our inner language. पर ऐसा नहीं है, देखो आज मेरे लिए 5 लाख बड़ा नंबर नहीं है, इसीलिए मैं ये 5 लाख कोट फीस कर पा रही हूँ और इसीलिए 5 लाख पर क्लाइंट्स आ रहे हैं मेरे पास. बट ट्रस्ट मी, एक टाइम था व्हेन आई वाज चार्जिंग 3000 रुपीज पर सेशन, और 3000 रुपीज पर सेशन में भी लोगों से मैंने बहुत गालियां सुनी. ठीक है, पर उस समय मेरे लिए 3000 रुपए बड़े होते थे, आज मेरे लिए 5
पर
लाख
अगर
कुछ नहीं है.
so अगर ये scarcity mindset है, which is true, it is, then why it can't be offer, say? So if Gaurav begins to offer, if anybody of you begins to offer it at a price wherein it is reachable to most of the people, then probably the volume can come. And if it is not about abundance, you will get it, because see, you have beliefs and you've broken your beliefs, you'll get money, right? And maybe Gaurav and whosoever else. So then why not make it
You see those
so-called?
workshops price, इस वर्कशॉप का प्राइस नॉमिनल था.
हाँ,
कितने
नहीं,
लोग
अगर
आए?
हम हाँ,
कितने लोग आए? अंडरस्टैंड, वी वाइब्रेट एट अ सर्टेन लेवल और हम उसी तरह के लोग अट्रैक्ट करते हैं. The workshops which I am doing, I don't vibrate at this money level. I vibrate because I want to create value. I want
no, I
people to
understand,
become
but
aware.
then everything is about transaction ना. अगर money value ही
ट्रांजैक्शन
नहीं
तो होगा ना, बिकॉज मैं आपके कर्मास में इंटरफेयर कर रही हूँ. अगर मैं आपके कर्मास में इंटरफेयर कर रही हूँ एंड इफ आई एम नॉट टेकिंग एप्रोप्रिएट मनी, इट इज
my
गोइंग टू
question is
अफेक्ट माय
different.
हेल्थ.
My question is different. My question is that if, say, X, I would not take name, has abundant money beliefs, I might have, and I have scarcity होगी मेरे अंदर, definitely होगी. तो लेकिन अगर आप मेरे लिए reachable बनाओगे उसको, I want to do it. I really want to learn about it. And yet there are a few situations that I've done so much work on myself, but this is one thing where I am not able to reach. Even if he says, suppose कि मैं अपना energy perception एक side पे भी रख दूं, और 5 लाख 25 लाख is not for normal, probably it's a very
And this
niche
is
Indian
not
audience.
for normal people, Payal. This is what I want to tell you, that this is not for normal people and it is not about money. It may not. Yeah, please go
No,
ahead.
if it is not about money, then why is money being made such a
I
big...
can answer this. Maybe I have some understanding.
Yeah, please go ahead, Supra.
They want to change your nervous system. If they will charge you less, तो आपका nervous system तो वहीं रह जाएगा ना?
No, I'm not saying that. I am saying, okay, charge करो, आप चार्ज करो, लेकिन उसको सपोज आप एक बार में बोल रहे हो ना कि दो बार में आप 5 लाख का 2.5 लाख ले दो. सपोज मैं कंटेनर में आती हूँ, साल भर के लिए हूँ, give me that option. That say 12 महीनों में
option is there. And again, look, Payal, you have to, when you work, okay, therapy आप करो, but you are an entrepreneur.
Right.
You have to make things easy for yourself. At this scale, I can offer 2 installments to my clients. इससे ज़्यादा मैं follow up करने में अपनी energy नहीं लगा सकती. Okay, the kind of scale he is at, he has 400-500 people. He cannot divert his energy into people for managing this thing. When you scale up, बंदा hire कर लो, but then understand, बंदा hire करो, वो अगर आपके साथ वो चीज align होती है तो, अगर वो चीज आपके साथ, understand, it is not about right or wrong. It is your view that this should be made easy and accessible to everyone. But this is not easy and accessible because you don't think it is easy. One, this is our belief. Second, it is not accessible and it will not be accessible for everyone because everyone is not meant to do this kind of work.
Right.
Everyone does not have the capacity to look within, accept this truth. हर किसी को आप सच दिखाओगे ना. Third, this is a super specialized work, Payal. Just like you cannot expect a neurosurgeon to charge like a general medical practitioner, ये चीज उतनी defined है. And this comes at a cost. Like I have invested 30 lakh in my healing journey. I was fortunate. I got that grace. But I got that grace because I had something in me. I had that willingness to learn. I had that fearlessness to learn. I had that belief that I am not here for money. I will pay him. उतना सच आना, वो भी एक लेकर आना is different thing. I can't hear you, Payal. I can't hear you.
Yeah, Sneha, I want to add something to
Yeah.
Payal. So, I'm following Gaurav sir from a long time, and I always wish that I could take some of his course or something. And recently, I bought his inner child course, and I
Okay.
started learning. I'm just at a very initial stage. So, when I was aligned to his work on various social platforms, so instead of doubting his work, I started believing in his work, and that's where the shift came
And
for
you
me.
won't believe, Payal, you won't believe the kind of value he gives for free. That is insane. उनके DTB चैनल जो फ्री है, उनका UR मनी जो फ्री है, जिसमें उन्होंने ऑनलाइन कोचिंग फ्री में कोचेस आकर हम कोच करके जाते थे. Everything which was free, he has created immense value. अगर आप सिर्फ उन चीजों को अपनी लाइफ में अप्लाई कर लो ना, you will have those resources to buy his higher program.
That is very, very true.
It is not a one-day effort. He has spent 15 years of his life to reach at this stage. And I want you to literally, like without, I can't hear you, Payal. I can't hear you.
तो मुझे लगता है कि बहुत सारे लोग हैं, मतलब इवन आई नो ऑफ फ्यू फ्रेंड्स जिनके साथ मैं काम कर रही हूँ, और हीलर्स भी हैं एंड कोचेस भी हैं, जो बहुत डेडिकेटेड वर्क कर रहे हैं. मतलब अगर मैं बोलूंगी तो आई एम वर्किंग ऑन माई सेल्फ वेरी डेडिकेटेडली, है ना. एट दिस एज ऑल्सो मेरे को honestly I have only one thing to myself: I will not die like this.
And
I will,
Payal, this will be your fuel. And it is not
and I
necessary
know
कि
that.
आप
So it's
गौरव
been,
सर
it's
से
been
align करो या उन्हीं के through आप जाओ. You will
हाँ.
find your own soul connection.
Yes, so that's what I know कि मेरा पोटेंशियल मैनिफेस्ट होना है. मतलब वो 1 साल में होगा, वो 2 साल में होगा, 4 साल में होगा, इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ टाइम. वो होना है. So there is no doubt about it in me. Every cell of my being tells me that. And yet, and I'm very open as a person to receive. I probably get the most out of my teachers. Most of all
Then
my
I would
healers.
suggest Payal, and this is coming from a very genuine space.
Yes.
Okay. Go to his podcast and implement them. Okay.
Okay.
He has a mini workshop, which is the Greatest Abundance Secret, which is priced at hardly 2,500 or 5K. Buy that.
कहाँ पे है, मुझे आप लिंक भेज दोगे?
नहीं, आपको उनके बायो में ही देखना पड़ेगा. If he is selling right now or not, I don't know. But
Okay.
his podcasts are free.
हाँ.
Subscribe to his email. His email is free. Okay. And then subscribe to his DTV channel. And whatever he teaches, apply it, and you will see how your life changes. And then you will realize why does he charge so much money and why people are so willing to pay him money. जब पैसा नहीं होता है तब भी पैसा देने के लिए रेडी होते हैं. Like he has launched a portal 50 lakh wala, and I said I want to be in, because even though my account is not reflecting the 1/10 of it, because the kind of value, the kind of content, the kind of expansion, it is not about money. It doesn't remain about money. Like advanced ITC was priced at 3.6 lakh, but the kind of experience I got in 7 days, अगर वो 11 लाख भी मांगते ना, I would have given it without even worrying कि मेरे पास पैसे हैं या नहीं. मैंने वो 3.6 लाख भी इंस्टॉलमेंट में दिए थे.
हाँ, so maybe वो हमें
So you have not realized the value, and therefore you are just judging the number. When you will see the value, the immense value which he creates on free platforms.
He must be creating that value.
No, I'm just saying just experiment with that value and see for yourself how your life changes.
Yeah, can I just add one line?
Yes, Parmita, please.
So I have not, I have bought a small course. मैंने उनको बस इंस्टाग्राम एंड उनके जितने भी फ्री चैनल फॉलो करके आई चेंज माय लाइफ, आई चेंज माय गेम, माय माइंडसेट. दैट इज द वैल्यू दैट and provides. And I also understand that my work is not for everyone. नहीं पे कर पाते हैं जो भी मैं charge करती हूँ. And there are always people who will charge less.
Yes.
तो यूनिवर्स में अगर मैं हूँ, मुझसे नीचे मुझसे ऊपर लोग होंगे, और I am not the prime minister of the world. So the world is taken care by God, and there will be people who will charge less. जब मैं 1000 पे कर पाती थी तब भी थेरेपिस्ट थे, जब आप 1 लाख पे करती हूँ तब भी थेरेपिस्ट है. रेंज दुनिया में बहुत है, and I need to find my own range.
Exactly. You will
मुझसे
not
कम भी
align
बहुत
with
लोग लेते हैं.
everyone. You will align
And
with
now that
your
Sneha
tribe.
gave us 3
Yes, Parvati, you were saying something.
exactly.
Sorry, I cut you.
And ये जो स्नेहा घंटे हमसे बात कर रही है ना, she has given us a value of 11,11,100. Only God of K student can do it. And trust me, I have invested more than enough in my own healing journey for 10 years. And I have been with so many coaches and healers. ये बस गौरव के स्टूडेंट है जो सब कुछ दे देते हैं एक ही सेशन में. She should have tried at least 11 lakh for this 3 hours, which has she's just done it for 1,000. You cannot imagine the change that man brings just by his free thing. And I believe him so much. He changed my life upside down. I owe my life to that man. And trust me when I'm
And
telling.
don't trust ours, Payal. I would say that experiment. Start implementing whatever free stuff. He has given immense free stuff. Like Access Consciousness, and 90% of their stuff is free. When you say that you have a very good receiving ability, test your receiving ability.
His EFT is free almost. Money wala EFT free hai. मैंने कितना है.
I mean, if you search his YouTube videos, you will find things which you can't even imagine.
I'll have to
Matlab,
find.
quantum
Because
progression.
all my fears are around money only. Like I mentioned.
Money is
also
again,
that.
Supra, this is a man-made thing. Money कुछ नहीं होगा जब आपका मदर से कनेक्शन बन जाएगा. Trust me, money is nothing. आप उनका M for mother, M for millionaire वाला episode सुनना. When you say that, you know, and Payal, there is a reason why we charge. Because if we will not charge, देख एक space आता है, and this apply to everyone. Like Neha is in ICH now, वो भी practice start करेगी. Paromita is also a healer. You are also a healer. So what happens when you charge which your body desires? You serve fully. जब आप उससे कम चार्ज करते हो ना, आप सर्व नहीं कर पाते, आप रिसेंटफुल हो जाते. So either you charge just एक nominal amount कि हाँ बस because मेरा आइडिया फिर वहां वैल्यू क्रिएशन हो जाए, या फिर आप वो नंबर चार्ज करो जो आपको खुशी देता हो. बिकॉज ट्रस्ट मी, वो 5 लाख आते हैं ना अकाउंट में, 5-10 मिनट, ज्यादा से ज्यादा आधा घंटा, आई एम डांसिंग, एंड देन इट इज फॉरगॉटन. उसके बाद जो सेशन बाय सेशन जो क्लाइंट का ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होता है ना, दैट गिव्स यू दैट रियल जॉय. When those testimonials come, when they share how they have progressed, that gives you that real joy.
Why
और
is
फिर
this
उस
making me emotional? Whatever
No,
you're
I
saying.
get it. What you're saying, I get it because see, I do coaching. I have clients. So what you're saying is absolutely right. So maybe what you're saying, I'll consider. I will
just join the Telegram group, join his DTB channel, okay? And start from audio 0.
Okay.
Okay, and start and implement and test yourself. Start with his podcasts, which are free, and see and test yourself, and you will figure out, okay, मेरे ये चीजें तो मुझे consciously पता ही नहीं थी. And that is how you will change, right? When you will make that unconscious conscious. That is how you can change. Okay? Yes, Neha.
Just one quick question I want to ask. Like, I heard your story, and you were telling that you get angry with your kid. So last 1 year, something like something similar happened to me. Not I didn't do anything, but what happened was like I was getting much more frustrated with my elder kid. So just one takeaway, because you are in the practice from a very long time. I'm just very new. So how your relationship changed with your kids? Like what one thing you did that made everything bright for them?
I became an adult, Neha, in the relationship. I became the parent. I didn't acted as my inner child was. Like अगर बच्चे स्क्रीम कर रहे हैं तो I would not shout. ऐसा नहीं है हर बार ऐसा होता है. But पहले अगर समझो 90% of the times I would shout. This time it is 10% of the times I would shout, and it will not go to that intensity. What happens is you start becoming adult. तो आपको पता चल जाता है कि मुझे ये ट्रिगर कर रहा है. जैसे अब वो बात नहीं मान रहा है, वो खाना गिराए जा रहा है टेबल पे. 3 बार मना किया, 4 बार मना किया, वो गिराए जा रहा है. It is triggering me. What it is triggering me? He is not listening to me. And when he doesn't listen to me, what is happening inside me? I feel that I am not disciplining him. मतलब मैं एज अ मदर ठीक नहीं हूँ, लोग मेरे बारे में 4 चीजें बोलेंगे. एंड देन आई गो, मतलब वो इमीडिएट अब उस मोमेंट पे होने लग गया है. पहले मैं बाद में रिफ्लेक्ट करती थी, अब वो उस मोमेंट पे होने लग गया है मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, कि आई एम एक्चुअली डिराइविंग समथिंग फ्रॉम हिम. तब वो वहां पर अपने सेंटर पे आ जाते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. अभी 2-3 दिन पहले माई यंगर वन लिटरली, उसने अपने पैर से मेरे बड़े वाले बेटे के मारा तो उसके आंख पे लग गई, और वो इतनी तेज लगी तो आई लिटरली उसका कान पकड़ा एंड सेड कि क्या तरीका है मारपीट करने का. वो आया मेरे पास, उसको मैंने बड़े वाले को देखा, एंड छोटा वाला आया मेरे पास और 2 घंटे मुझ पर चिल्लाया है कि क्लास 1 से मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं कि चिल्लाओ मत, डांटो मत, रोज रोज समझाता हूँ फिर भी नहीं समझती हो. पूरी फैमिली में, पूरे वर्ल्ड में कोई इतना गंदा नहीं है जितनी गंदी आप हो. और पता नहीं क्या क्या बोला. And at that moment, I realized how I have changed as a mother. I could hold that space for him for 2 hours. फिर लास्ट में मैंने बोला, देख कर ना अब मेरा ना हेडेक होने लग गया बेटा, अब मैं और नहीं सुन पाऊंगी, मेरा पेन हो रहा है, बॉडी पेन हो रहा है, अब तू जा और सो जा. And at times it does hurt जब वो बोलता है आप सबसे बुरी मम्मा हो और ये हो, बहुत बुरा लगता है. But at the same time, when I brought this topic in front of Gaurav sir, and he said me that, Sneha, this is the result of your inner work, that your children feel safe to even bully you, to even say wrong to you. अगर तुम्हें ये स्पेस मिला होता तो तुम शायद थेरेपी में आती ही नहीं. Your children are feeling safe to show their worst things to you. मतलब आज मेरे बच्चों के लिए, आज पीटीएम थी, एंड स्कूल में बच्चा इज लाइक ऑसम बच्चा, घर पे तो भैया हाल खराब. एंड teacher said that maybe he is into multiple personality disorder, and I said maybe he is behaving in a certain way what he is expected to in the school, and maybe he is original self at home, and that is my takeaway. So when your kids are showing their worst parts, are blaming you for everything, it is very difficult. But if they are doing it, and if you're allowing them, that means you have succeeded as a mother. Thank you, Parvati.
Then I need to work because my elder one is on switch. She's getting switch on, switch off. Sometimes she'll just burst out. Then Mama abhi nahi batana mujhe. And that's where I feel ki something is wrong. What
And it
should
is
I
not
do?
okay.
That's
It
why
is
I
okay.
asked you this.
It is okay, Neha. And since more you are doing inner child, you have started inner child healing, I would suggest work
Yeah.
one-on-one किसी के साथ भी, because बहुत कुछ ट्रिगर होगा. तो ट्रिगर होगा तो आप कोर्स पूरा नहीं कर पाओगे. The reason I was
Yeah,
able to do all the courses in such a short span of time क्योंकि मुझे ट्रिगर नहीं हो रहा था. वरना TSM में भरे हुए हैं लोग जिन्होंने अभी तक मॉड्यूल 1 कंप्लीट नहीं किया, सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम नहीं किया, एडवांस ITC तो भूल जाओ.
So I should start with free something, yeah, like, or
हाँ,
should
मतलब
I charge?
no, you should work one-on-one for yourself. जितना
with
डीप
me.
खुद के जाओगे ना, उतना वैल्यू दे पाओगे.
Yeah.
It is like your
Yeah.
that investment, okay, which will bring you
Yeah.
closer to your truth, and the consequences will be that you will be giving immense value to your clients.
Yeah, you are exactly right. Means this is the thing I wanted to hear, because something whenever I am doing that inner child work ना, it's like ये तो मैं हूँ, ये तो मैं हूँ, अरे ये
हाँ,
तो
वो
मेरे
बहुत
साथ हो
ट्रिगर
रहा है.
करेगा, वो बहुत ट्रिगर
हाँ.
करेगा. और अगर वो कोई सेफ स्पेस नहीं होगी ना जहां पर आप ये चीज ले पाओ, जिसको प्रोसेस कर पाओ, तो वो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा. मतलब मैंने इनर चाइल्ड कोर्स करने से पहले 2 साल इतना इनर वर्क कर लिया कि मुझे वो चीजें ट्रिगर नहीं की, तो वो मेरा 3 महीने के अंदर तो सर्टिफिकेशन खत्म हो गया था. इट वॉज लाइक ब्रीज फॉर मी. TSM was cakewalk for me. Advanced ITC was cakewalk for me. जो मतलब सबकी हालत खराब हो जाती. एंड ट्रस्ट मी,
वो तो मैं सोच भी नहीं रही हूँ अभी। Yeah.
ट्रस्ट मी, वो इसलिए होता है बिकॉज वो खुद का डेप्थ नहीं देखा है, वो फिर वो सब चीजें में वो ट्रिगर करता है, और क्योंकि उतना चैनलाइज नहीं कर सकते हम, तो हम उस चीज को ही अवॉइड कर देते
Yeah,
So if
I
you-
have a question.
हैं। या सुप्रा,
Right now I feel I'm in thick shit. As in I don't know where to even start. I'm already working with Palak. I told you over the phone, no, before that I was working with Anu Dogra. And before that I started my journey with Wellness Space.
okay.
Riri ma'am, Riri Trivedi.
Mhm.
But when I started with her fees was around 6,000. So I thought I can't afford her. I will go for so they have levels. So I went with a therapist who was charging 2,000 per session. So I went with her. And trust me, the sessions were good. I felt that there was a lot of release. And after every session, I felt very light and calm. But my journey started last year. And here I am. But that fear around money has not gone. I still don't feel good around so what do you say? I don't like my routine, day to day life. So, and like I told you, I did similar things like what you did to your son. Imagine my daughter is only 1 year old, 1 year, 3 months old, and I threw her on the bed. क्योंकि जब मुझसे चीजें नहीं संभलती है ना, so then I just go out of control. And the person I'm fighting most with is my mother right now because सबका anger उनके ऊपर निकल रहा है. और किसी को मैं कुछ बोल नहीं पाती हूँ, बट हाँ सबका उन्हीं पे निकलता है. एंड अभी मुझे ये नहीं पता लग रहा है, एंड देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस. मैंने 2 पलक के साथ साइन अप कर दिया, बट शी डिड इनर चाइल्ड वर्क विद मी. एंड उस सेशन के बाद जैसे मुझे वो अच्छा फील होता था, रिलीज फील होता था ना मेरे को वेलनेस स्पेस में, क्योंकि वो हिप्नोथेरेपी के थ्रू करते थे. एंड आई यूज्ड टू फील इट आफ्टरवर्ड्स. एंड उन्होंने जैसे पहले पूरा वो दे टेक योर हिस्ट्री ना, एंड एक एक चीज को लेके टारगेट करते गए, बट देयर हैव बीन लॉट मेनी थिंग्स. सो मुझे लगा ये कब तक ऐसे चलता रहेगा. एंड वो सेम चीज पलक के साथ भी हो रही है. तो जब उसने वो इनर चाइल्ड वाला सेशन किया, उसके बाद मुझे कुछ फील ही नहीं हुआ. आई फेल्ट कि ये क्या था. मतलब इनफैक्ट आई एम ओनली टेलिंग हर कि नहीं ऐसे 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 कर दो थेरेपी. एंड शी वॉज वेरी फर्म इन लास्ट मैसेजेस. शी टोल्ड मी कि मैम ऐसे नहीं होता है. इट डजंट वर्क लाइक कभी आप बोलते हो कि यू डोंट फील एंग्री अराउंड योर पेरेंट्स ना, कभी आप बोलते हो कि आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ एंगर और मैं उनका एंगर अपने बच्चों पे निकाल रही हूँ. तो इट डजंट वर्क लाइक दैट. प्लीज ट्रस्ट योर थेरेपिस्ट and go with what I say. So then I told her, then okay, fine, then I'll not resist. I'll go as you would say. But अभी क्या है ना, मतलब I'm going with that mindset. अभी बनाती हूँ, आ रही हूँ. Okay, I'm coming. 5 minutes. So my question is only where do I start? अभी क्या हो रहा है? I have a lot of fear around money. बार बार वही चीज आ रही है, and I'm
मनी पर
repeating
वर्क
that.
नहीं होगा सुप्रा, मनी पर वर्क पहले नहीं होगा, बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड मनी इज एन मैन मेड एंटिटी. Until and unless you work with your inner landscape with money, with mother, you heal your womb work, you do the inner child work with mother, तब तक चीजें मनी टाइम रियलिटी में नहीं आएगी.
Okay.
तो मनी पर अभी फोकस मत करो. एंड इट इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉर्मल
It
व्हेन
is
यू
happening.
डोंट फील एनीथिंग आफ्टर द सेशन. जब सोमैटिक वर्क जब डीप करते हैं ना, तो 3-4 सेशन तो हम बोलते हैं कि क्लाइंट को कि कुछ नहीं होगा, तो 4 सेशन में रिजल्ट मत एक्सपेक्ट करना. 5वें सेशन से तो आपको रिलीज होना शुरू होगा, फील होना शुरू होगा, और अच्छा फील हो जरूरी नहीं है.
Okay.
बिकॉज वी टेक द शिट. अब वो शिट आप एक्सपीरियंस करोगे तो वो शिटी फीलिंग्स ही आएंगी, फिर अच्छी फीलिंग्स नहीं आएगी. फीलिंग्स वो रिलीज होने के बाद अच्छी आएगी.
Right.
तो अभी सिंस यू आर वर्किंग विद पलक,
एक्चुअली वो
ट्रस्ट हर.
बार क्यों आ रहा है ना, ये फियर अराउंड मनी, क्योंकि आई हैव टेकन अ लॉट ऑफ लोन. उसको रीपे करने के लिए ना मुझे इतना डर लग रहा है कैसे
पर
होगा
आप
क्या.
कितना आप फास्ट नहीं कर सकते इस प्रोसेस को. There are people who have come in ATIPS, who have come in TSF after taking loan, and they are not able to work. they are not able to charge clients, their clients are not coming because यहाँ पर ये inner work resolve नहीं हुआ है. Okay, so जहाँ इतना लोन लिया है और इतना टाइम लगाया है सुप्रा, trust that it is going to be benefited. Okay, कोई हर इन्वेस्टमेंट का एक लॉक इन पीरियड होता है, तो ये आपका लॉक इन पीरियड है. ट्रस्ट इट एंड डू दिस वर्क विथ utmost sincerity and commitment, and you will come out of it. आप जो स्टेप लियो ना, ये बहुत लोग सोचते ही रह जाते हैं कि हम 1-on-1 वर्क करेंगे, ऐसा होगा तब करेंगे, वैसा होगा तब करेंगे, और आपने ये स्टेप ले लिया, सो यू आर ऑलरेडी अहेड ऑफ मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल. एंड इट इज नॉट अबाउट अदर पीपल एज वेल. यू आर नॉट इन डिनायल. आप जान रहे हो आप गलत कर रहे हो, आप जान रहे हो आपके ट्रिगर्स हो रहे हैं, तो यू आर नॉट इन डिनायल, तो यू आर एट मच बेटर स्पेस.
Right. At least I have awareness.
Yes, and this
Why
awareness will lead
coming?
to changes.
Why is this desperation to heal coming? नहीं कि मुझे तो करना है, heal करना है, and जल्दी करना है.
वो आता है, वो एक फेज होता है. जैसे बहुत टाइम से कुछ नहीं मिला है, अब आपको पता चल जाए ये करने से मिल जाएगा, तो कैसे एकदम अर्ज सी हो जाती है कि बस अब मिल जाए.
Right.
वो एक नया फेज है. वो नया फेज में डेस्परेशन होता है, फटाफट करने का होता है. जैसे हम कुछ नया कोर्स करते हैं तो कैसे फटाफट खत्म करने का मन करता है,
Right.
तो वो डेस्परेशन है, वो एक नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बिहेवियर है.
And how do I understand जो मैं एक वो मैंने पैटर्न बना लिया है, I'm starting something and then leaving it in between.
सब चीजों पर अभी मत फोकस करो. वो लीव करने का रीजन भी वही है, बिकॉज यू आर अफ्रेड दैट यू विल फेल एट द एंड.
Okay.
तो यू आर लीविंग कि मेरे को वो पेन से ना जाना पड़े. तो सब चीजों पर एक साथ मत आओ. इट इज अ ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस. मुझे 3.5-4 साल मैंने इनर वर्क किया, मैं अभी भी कर रही हूँ, बट अभी ये सिर्फ आप समझो फेब से मैंने इनर वर्क करना छोड़ा है, 1-on-1 वर्क. मैं अभी फिर भी मैं गौरव सर के कंटेनर्स और में हूँ, तो वहां से मेरे को वो सारा हेल्प मिल जाता है, बट 1-on-1 वर्क बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग थ्रू सर्टन प्रोसेस, इसलिए मैं नहीं कर रही हूँ. द मोमेंट द प्रोसेस विल कंप्लीट, आई अगेन वर्क विद अ थेरेपिस्ट, irrespective of
Sneha,
when the person. Yeah,
yeah, I
even
have
I
to
would
leave.
leave. Even
Yeah, it was such a nice session. Thank you so much.
thank you so much.
I
Thank
can't
you for
explain
staying
you.
here.
You know, tomorrow is my anniversary,
Oh
and I
wow!
was thinking so many things. Now you cleared
Happy
everything. Thank
anniversary,
you so
Nihal.
much.
Wishing you all the
Thank you,
best.
thank you.
Wishing you a very happy life ahead, happy married life ahead.
Thank you, Sneha. It was a very wonderful session.
Same here. Even I enjoyed it.
Thank
Even I
you.
would take your leave,
Mhm.
and we'll connect once again in our next workshops, hopefully. Okay, dear.
Thank you
Bye,
so
everyone.
Sure.